दोन्ही कॅप्टनां रिक्वेस्ट आसा जी टीम शीट दिल्या टीम लिस्ट जाता तितले बेगीन पिचीचे मदीं हाडात बोथ द कॅप्टन्स. दोन्ही कॅप्टन कॅप्टन ऑफ शिरगांव सागर सावंत सुद्दां डगआउटा आशिल्लो. मिटिंगेक डिस्कशन चलता आसतना ते कितें उलयता काय पळोवपा. Sagar Sawant, you are requested to please come fast. कॅप्टन ऑफ नागेशी सचिन कुरपासकर हांगा पाविल्लो आसा तसो सागर सावंत ही बेगीन येता शिरगांव क्रिकेटर्स. काल जी पीच खेळिल्ली ती आज कंटिन्यू जाता. सो टेन्शन घेवपाचें ना कारण 200 आमी 4 फाटी पळयल्या.
परत एकदा सांगता कालही लेट झाला ज्या तुम्ही पहिली फिल्डिंग करता तेणी हे करा की तुम्ही बॅटिंग करता काल आम्ही काल का घेवची पडली म्हणजे कळ्ळें न्ही तें कारण पयलींच तेणी टायम घेतलो सगळ्यांनी तुम्ही मातशी बेगीन
Sachin good pass for is flipping the coin. So tail. So Sachin किती चितला?
We are batting first.
ॲक्च्युली आमी पळयला की हाजे पयलीं सगळे फिल्डिंग घेताले पूण लास्ट 3 मॅचीचो रिजल्ट जर तर 2 दीस पळयलो जाल्यार तिनूय मॅची जे पयलीं कोण बॅटिंग केल्यात आनी जिखिल्लो आसा ते डिसिजन घेवन काय प्रेशर कमी घेवपाक सोदता?
ना तशें काय ना, एक बरो स्कोर टोटल धरून आमचे बॉलर तशे बरे आसा ते रिस्ट्रिक्ट करपाक शकता.
आमी पळयला आसा की 200 स्कोर सुद्दां ऑलमोस्ट काल चेस जाल्लो. दोनूय टिमी बरी आसा, दोगां कडेन बॅटिंग बरी आसा. सो तुजो प्लॅनिंग कितें आसतलो? सपोज तुवें एक 180 180 प्लस 200 प्लस अशें कितें आसा काय एज इट कम्स?
तसं एक्झॅक्ट टार्गेट असं काय ना, कितें जाता आमचं.
तांचे जर तर एक दोन प्लेयर तूं चिंततलो मनान की हांकां बेगीन काडपा जाय नाल्यार हांकां आपूण टार्गेट करतलो अशें कितें टार्गेट आसा?
तशें काय ना.
आसा मनान हांसून दाखयला. सो गुड लक टू यू. सागर टॉस जिखल्यार तूं कितें करता आशिल्लो?
आमी बॅटिंगूच करपाक सोदताले, कित्याक आमी बॅटिंग म्हणजे सर ह्या ग्रावंडा पयलीं आमी लास्टाचे 3 मॅची म्हणटा ते 200 जालो जाल्यार ऑटोमॅटीक प्रेशर पडटा टिमीचेर आनी डिफेंड करपाकूय बरो पडटा. सो बॉलरांकूय एक टार्गेट मेळटा की बाबा डिफेंड कर. पूण जेन्ना फस्ट बॅटिंग आसता तेन्ना टार्गेट कळना कितें रिस्ट्रिक्ट कितें करतले ते.
आतां तुजे बॅटिंग सायड स्ट्रॉंग काय बॉलिंग सायड स्ट्रॉंग अशें तुका दिसता एज अ कॅप्टन?
आमी बॅलन्स सायड आहा, दोनूय आमची बॅटिंगूय तशी बरी आहा, बॉलिंगूय बरी आहा. फक्त एक आमचो आयज आमी गोविंद गाडीक मातसो मिस करता आनी साई शिरगांवकर मातशे ते दोग जाण आयज ड्युटे खातीर ते पावोंक ना, नाल्यार बाकीची आमची बॅलन्स सायड आहा.
रिप्लेसमेंट कितें त्या दोनूय प्लेयरांक कोण आयल्यात?
रिप्लेसमेंट नीत गाडये गेला आमकां आनी कालची टीम आमची म्हणजे गाडी मिस जाता पूण एक नितीन गाडये ह्या मॅचीक आमकां मेळटा.
गुड लक टू यू.
थँक्यू थँक्यू.
Thank you, DJ. So in 5 minutes time, the first delivery will be pitched on the turf. So requesting the fielding side to kindly double up and take your fielders as quick as possible out in the middle and set your field as 2:30 sharp. The first delivery will be bowled. It's already 2:25 on my watch. And as we have seen, as in the yesterday's match, it was much played in the later half when it was almost about to be dark. So let's not bring that scenario as we are right on time today. After winning toss, Nageshi Youth immediately decides to bat first, inviting Shirgao to roll their hands as they are going to bowl first, and all the 11 players looks to be intact for Shirgao cricketers. So in a flash, the two openers will be out in the middle as well as the fielding side will be setting the field on the ground. So two up. So meanwhile, we can see DJ finding the better tracks as a final quarter-final is about to start as the two teams fighting it out to book their place into the semi-finals. Shirgao Cricketers and Nageshi Youth. Nageshi Youth all the way from Ponta has decided to bat first. So let's go through the playing 11 of both the teams. First of all, the team who is going to field first. It's Shirgao Cricketers, Chandrakant Gadi, the captain, Sagar Sawant, Kailash Gaonkar, Vittal Gadi, Sachin Gaonkar, Vishwatej Vaingankar, Kedar Chari, Pandurang Kalangutkar, Nitin Gadi, Avinash Gawas and Swapnil Baba Malik playing as the outstation players for the team. Meanwhile, the acting captain is Sagar Sawant, who has come for the toss out in the middle. And now Nageshi Youth all the way from Nageshi Ponda. Sachin Gurpaskar, the captain. Sapresh Murvi, the speedster. Kedar Naik, promising youngster. Mayur Tilve, another promising youngster. Stanley Fernandez, the most experienced Chamindavas of Goan cricket. Babulal Pathan, a speedster. Shubham Gaude, Avin Naik, Zubair Ai, another young talent that has been introduced by Nageshi Youth in their side. Meanwhile, two outstation players, Nikhil Naik, the IPL sensation who played for KKR, is out in the playing 11 of Nageshi Youth. And a second, another classy batsman, the elegant, lazy in his approach, but very, very dangerous if he gets going. Amey Damsekar is playing as the second outstation player for Nageshi Youth. And the 12th man is Mohan Naik. So good match about to happen. So requesting the fielding side to kindly set your field as quick as possible, as only a minute left on my watch to commence the match. Meanwhile, two officials, Ajit Shirodkar and Nilesh Naik, as rocking as ever in this tournament. The pair, a very popular judgment. The judges in the Caribbean flavor moving out in the middle. Big guy Nilesh Naik with the match ball. and his partner Ajit Shirodkar, the senior among these two, gradually moving to take the guard. And meanwhile, we can see the fielding side doing the final touch-ups, doing the basics right, rolling their hands to get that feel and to make their shoulders even stronger as they are going to field first. So big guy, as the acting captain of Shirgao, Sagar Sawant, will be definitely taking his team on to the field as quick as possible. Meanwhile, DJ, if you have found a good track, let's crack it. Meanwhile, we can see a hurdle of a pack of players of Shirgao Cricketers out in the middle in the pink color jersey. And two openers out for Nageshi Youth to take the guard at the striking as well as non-strikers end. None other than the captain of this side, Sachin Kurpaskar. With love, all the players call him Nana. Along with him, Kedar Naik, nickname KD. So let's see who is going to take this striking end. And meanwhile, hailing the almighty, here we go. The fielders are getting spread to take their positions as the power play over is on. Only two fielders will be placed outside the 30-yard circle. Let's see from which side the captain will decide to carry on with the proceedings. And now the acting captain on the field, as well as the captain of the team, is setting the field along with the advice of the senior player. So here we go with this second match of the day, as well as the fourth quarter-final of the tournament. Two teams, good teams, fighting it out to book their place into the semi-finals. Whether it is going to be Shirgao Cricketers or it is going to be Nageshi Youth, the time will tell us as the day progresses. We are going to come much closer to the desired result in the later half of the day. Meanwhile, after winning the toss, a confident call from captain of Nageshi to bat first. So the stage is set up for this moment. So now Vittal Gadi has been given the opportunity to open into the bowling department with the ball in his hand from the roadside end. And here the signal is coming from the main umpire to the statistician, the Jadugar, with his different color pen, writing the stats on the scorebook. None other than Viraj Tendulkar in the commentary box. Myself, along with me, my co-commentators, Sanket Gaukar and Harish Kakodkar. So here we go with the first delivery right on the scheduled time. Lovely pitch delivery, played the ball towards the More sort of a gully position, a point slightly backward. No run offered, so Vittal Gadi starts with a dot ball. A slip is in act. Another good swing delivery bowled by Vittal Gadi. Ball going away at the very last moment from the bat of Kedar Naik. And that is the reason why a slip is in act. A good gesture by the captain. He himself stands at the first slip. Another good delivery, cuts the ball straight to backward point where the outstation player Avinash Gavas gathers the ball. 3 good deliveries to carry on with the proceedings. And a cautious start, a cautious approach from Kedar Naik, not really going after the ball. Another lovely delivery, well played, straight a driver towards the covers. Meanwhile, 2 is the call. Chance of a run out at the non-striker's end. Oh my dear. Good escape for Kedar Naik as Nana has sent him rightly back to his crease. Otherwise, that would have been mishap. And with that single, Nageshi Youth opened the account. Look at how close it was. If the direct hit has to happen, then definitely third umpire would have been in act. But lucky escape for Kedar, and that opens the account for Nageshi Youth. So far, 4 legal deliveries have been bowled in this over. Let's see, as the right-handed batsman is on the crease, what will be the approach of the bowler. Vittal Gadi is also a decent bowler, knows how to deliver to the particular batsman. So a couple of field placements are going on for the right-handed batsman after doing the required settlement. Here we go with the next delivery of the first compulsory power play over. And a lovely delivery, ball coming, charging into the batsman. A hint of in-swinger. A late swing that makes the ball to travel safely to the keeper. So far, 4 dot balls concluded by Vittal Gadi, the final delivery of the first over. Good looking drive away from the field, away from the infielders. Ball goes towards the sweeper area, and that connects the first boundary. A boundary to conclude over number 1. After completion of first, score is 5 without any loss of wicket. And it is a nice pick by Shirgao cricketers Chandrakant Gadi, Avinash Gavas, and another outstation, Baba Malik. 3 players playing for the same team as far as all Goa format is concerned. They play for Goa Police, and there are some ex-players who used to play for Goa Police playing in these Shirgao cricketers playing 11. That is a wonderful team effort where the better team combination will be seen as this match progresses. And Nageshi Youth are playing with their regular set of players. They also play in the All Goa tournaments as well with the same team. Maybe a couple of changes here and there where good players, 1 or 2 may be included in that. Not to forget Bharat Argas, who is a regular part of Nageshi Youth, have played for his home team on this ground. Otherwise, he would have been one of the outstation players. And a slight fumble at the point allows both the batsmen to take a single to take the total to 6. Second over in progress, and the outstation player who is included in the camp of Shirgao Cricketers has been handed over the responsibility of the second power play over. Avinash Gavas delivering from the Pepsi end. As a right-handed batsman, Sachin Kurpaskar is on the striking end, who is a very, very much destructive batsman. So far, quiet as he has faced only one delivery and a boundary has come out of that. Let's see what will be approach of Sachin Kurpaskar. Avinash, a very shrewd bowler. And a look at the confidence of Sachin. He's not wearing even a safety gear for this bowler. Short pitch delivery, inviting Avinash to go to change his length. So many strategies can be seen on the ground. And that was a shot of length, wanted to pull the ball but not getting the proper connection as well as the proper direction. Another dot ball. Change in pace, even equally well played. Good effort at the slip corridor. Big guy diving towards his right to stop that ball from crossing himself. And a second dot ball in this over has been delivered by Avinash Gavas. At the moment, the run rate is 4 runs per over. But I don't think the projected score is showing 80, that too per the run rate. Again, a good pacey delivery, short of length, quickly races towards the keeper. A shot was attempted, a cut shot was in, but no connection whatsoever, leaves the ball travel to the keeper. So meanwhile, the wicket is all set for the batsman as the day is very hot and the surface will be much, much better now compared to the first inning. Still a good decent delivery so far delivered by the fielding side. Oh my dear, the ball was slightly pitched up and look at the opportunity that Sachin has taken. In a flash, takes the ball right from the middle of the bat, has played towards the covers to get the second boundary for himself as well as for his team. So after the second boundary that has come, total moves to 10. The only delivery that has been bowled slightly fuller has been sent out of the boundary rope towards the covers. A perfect connection, even though the strike was little aerial. Another good connection, but only to the fielder at the square leg. Swapnil Maik takes the catch. Outstation player delivering the over and outstation player taking the catch. First wicket back to the pavilion at the score of 10. DJ. So now new man in is Mayur Tirve. And he is on this non-striker's end as over number 2 concludes. 10 for the loss of 1 wicket. Kedar on the striking end. Vittal Gadi to continue. Lovely delivery, slightly uppish. The ball has been driven straight to the mid. The chances of running between the wicket. So Vittal Gadi continues the good performance with the ball. Another dot ball to start the third over. A hint of swing. Ball was pitched short of length into the body line. Equally well played, but runs have been dried up by the bowlers of Shirgao Cricketers. Definitely Kedar taking his time to judge the nature of the wicket. Let's see how much more time it takes before striking. Again flicks the ball but straight to the fielder who is at the mid wicket. So Vittal Gadi, a lovely line and length maintained, making it difficult for the batters of Nageshi Youth to really go after the bowling. And this is the final over of the compulsory power play. Power play, generally we see good hitting, but here the scenario is something different. Again into the gap. Fielder has been kept at the deep point, patrolling the fence, gathers the ball towards the wideish cover area, more towards the sweeper, and that takes a single. With that, score is 11 for the loss of 1 wicket. And now the run rate is 4.13 runs per over. So as per this run rate, what a score that has been displayed on the screen is just 83, but that is not going to be the actual score, as this is a batting paradise wicket. Even there is a hint for the bowlers as well. If you hit the right areas, then definitely the pitch is going to help you. A good contest is on. Another flick, but the fielder is nagged. This is a wonderful captaincy, I must say, by Shirgao Cricketers. A lot much of work is seen by the coolest captain of Goa, Chandrakant Gadi, who is with the gloves on, doing the field placement for the in-charge captain, Sagar Sawant, who is standing beside him in this slip corridor. So here, a steady start. What would have been a power pack performance has been delayed, courtesy a good wicket taken by Avinash. And meanwhile, a quick single has been taken. There was a hint of risk involved, but batsmen are too quick to take a single. So after completion of 3, score is just 13 for the loss of 1 wicket. So after the completion of compulsory power play, captain immediately hands over the ball to Sachin Gaonkar, who was the man of the match in the first round match, has been brought rightly after the completion of compulsory power play. 4th over is on. Sachin, the destroyer in the first match, is with the ball in his hand. And as the power play concludes, 5 fielders are being allowed to be outside the 30-yard circle. Short pitch delivery down the leg stump. Immediately, Ajit Shirodkar stretches his arms. Wide is the signal. That wide will take the total furthermore to 14. So lot many things will be going in the mind of these 2 batsmen who are out in the middle as the power play overs are completed. Now how to carry on. Again, a good delivery continues from Sachin Gaonkar. Rightly into the areas. And now this should be a sign of little worry for Nageshi Youth as a score has been dried up. We are into the 4th. There's a appeal, but the height may have saved the batsman. It was more towards the leg stump. And a hint of a doubt in umpire's mind gives a chance for the batsman to survive. Meanwhile, that leg bye takes the total to 15. So 90 minutes are been awarded for the captain to complete the inning. Meanwhile, a wonderful straight drive towards the long on area. Baba Malik, the fielder, gathers the ball, throws it back to the bowler. Another single on. Now Nageshi is back on some strategy, I must say, as they are rotating the strike. This should be the need of the hour. They have to keep on rotating the strike. Try to take the possible singles. Wait for the loose delivery. Otherwise, it may be too late for them to be back in the game. Cuts the ball, and there's a fielder in neck. Chance of a run out at the non-striker's end. Good throw, but missed by the bowler, but throw was not proper. It was much slower than the batsman who was running to save his wicket. A strong throw would have mattered. This is where you have to be a hunter when you are fielding. Another good delivery, equally well kept, but way outside the off stump. Second extra delivery in this over. The wide takes the total to 17. We are into the fourth over now. Some momentum is shifting. Looks to be. Cuts the ball away from Sagar Sawan, but a fielder is kept at a wide-ish third man. Gathers the ball comfortably. Vittal Gadi, the one who has delivered fantastic first and the third over to keep the run rate little low at 4.70. That single brings Mayur on the strike.
पांचवी ओवर की पहली गेंद और बहुत ही बढ़िया शॉट 2 रन के लिए करते हुए प्रेशर बना था और उसी प्रेशर को बढ़ाकर और एक विकेट का पतन यहां पर होते हुए मयूर यहां पर आउट कर वापस ज्यादा कुछ कर नहीं पाए। यहां पर एक विकेट ऑलरेडी सचिन की गिरी थी, लेकिन दूसरा यहां झटका और प्रेशर में 20 के स्कोर पर लगा है दूसरा झटका। सॉरी इक्कीस 2 विकेट के नुकसान पर यहां पर स्कोर और 2 विकेट यहां पर वापस भेजने में कामयाबी मिली है विट्ठल घाड़ी की। यहां पर बहुत ही बढ़िया बॉलिंग तीसरे ओवर पर है और 1 विकेट और केवल 11 ही रन दिए हैं अपने इस स्पेल में। अमित हमशेकर आए हैं क्रीज पर उतरे हैं, जिम्मा रहेगा अमित हमशेकर पर कि यहां पर विकेट ना खोए और एक सम्मानजनक टोटल तक टीम के स्कोर को यहां पर पहुंचाई। थोड़ी सी प्रेशर में 5वां ओवर प्रगति पर और 2 विकेट वापस भेजने में यहां पर कामयाब मिली है। इस बार थर्ड मैन की दिशा में गई गेंद, फील्डर मौजूद सर्कल में, रन यहां पर नहीं मिलेगा। फिर एक बार हल्के हाथों से खेलकर स्ट्राइक को बदलना चाहते थे, लेकिन बढ़िया गेंद विट्ठल घाड़ी यहाँ पर बढ़िया काम करते हुए अपने टीम के लिए तीसरा ओवर है विट्ठल घाड़ी का, और केवल एक विकेट भी यहाँ पर लेने में कामयाबी मिली है और केवल 11 रन इस अपने स्पेल में दिए हैं 5 ओवर प्रगति पर। थोड़ी सी स्लो स्टार्ट यहाँ पर, और दूसरा फ्री हिट यहाँ पर लेना चाहते हैं। जो रन गति यहाँ पर थोड़ी सी धीमी हो गई है, उसे बढ़ाने की यहाँ पर कोशिश रहेगी अमित हमसेकर की। अब तक बढ़िया बॉलिंग की है विट्ठल घाड़ी ने, देखते हैं इस फ्री हिट पर। और यहां पर क्लीन बोल्ड कर चुके हैं, लेकिन ये फ्री हिट इसलिए बच गए, तो उसी कारण के लिए फ्री हिट यहां पर लिया था कि एक बड़ा शॉट खेल सके, और शॉट खेलते समय अगर विकेट भी गिरती है तो इस फ्री हिट में फर्क नहीं पड़ता। मिडल स्टंप उखाड़ी विट्ठल घाड़ी ने, एज लगी थी, एज लगकर गेंद जो है विकेट को लगी, स्टंप्स उखाड़ी और उसी बीच एक रन यहां पर दौड़कर कंप्लीट किया। इस एक रन को जोड़कर कुल स्कोर हुआ है 22। सचिन गांवकर को फिर एक बार बॉलिंग मार्क पर बुलाया गया कप्तान द्वारा, और पहली गेंद बहुत बढ़िया सटीक लाइन और नेल के साथ। पिछले मैच के मैन ऑफ द मैच रहे थे सचिन गांवकर, 5 विकेट लिए थे, 5 विकेट का हॉल, और एक ही ओवर में 3 विकेट लिए थे, और मैच का रुख ही उस दिन मोड़ लिया था सचिन गांवकर ने। बहुत ही बढ़िया इस मैच में बॉलिंग। फिर एक बार हल्के हाथों से खेलना चाहते हैं, स्ट्राइक को बदलना चाहते हैं अमित हमसेकर, लेकिन जो लाइन और लेंथ के साथ यहां पर बॉलिंग हो रही है सचिन द्वारा, पढ़ने में थोड़ी सी मुश्किल यहां पर साबित हो रही है अमित हमसेकर को। विकेट जो गिरे है उसका प्रेशर साफ दिखाई दे रहा है बैट्समैनों पर। इस बार बढ़िया शॉट, वहां पर पीछे फील्डर मौजूद नहीं, उसी का फायदा उठाया और गेंद को भेजा कवर की दिशा में 4 रनों के लिए। बहुत ही बढ़िया बैकफुट पंच और चौका इस गेंद पर मिलेगा, तो बहुत ही बढ़िया शॉट। ये थोड़े से खामोश रखने में यहाँ पर कामयाबी मिली थी सचिन को, लेकिन इस बार चौका जो है कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ाएगा अमित हमसेकर का, और इसी के साथ 26 पर पहुंचा है स्कोर 2 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। इस बार हवा में गेंद, फील्डर पीछे और सीधी यहां पर फील्डर की गोदी में गई थी, लेकिन मौका यहां पर चूंकि सीधी हाथ में आई थी, हिलने की भी जरूरत नहीं थी वहां पर फील्डर जो मौजूद, लेकिन ये यहां पर जो विकेट कैच जो छोड़ा है अमित हमसेकर का, देखते हैं कितना महंगा यहां पर पड़ता है। आसान सा कैच था, वहीं खड़े थे फील्डर, सीधी हाथ में आई थी, लेकिन ये मौका यहां पर मिला है अमित हमसेकर को। सचिन ने एक मौका जरूर बनाया, लेकिन फील्डरों का साथ इस में नहीं मिला। इस बार थर्ड मैन की दिशा में यहां पर गेंद जाती हुई, और ये गेंद जाएगी बाउंड्री लाइन के बाहर। दूसरा चौका आता हुआ इस ओवर में पहला आया था हमें दामशेखर के बल्ले से, इस बार केदार ने बहुत ही बढ़िया यहाँ पर कट शॉट खेला और चौका। तो रन जो है धीरे धीरे इस ओवर में बढ़ते हुए 31 पर पहुंचा है इस चौके की मदद से। 2 चौके ऑलरेडी आ चुके हैं इस ओवर में। इस बार अपील जरूर हुई है और आउट का करार दिए गए। तीसरा झटका यहां पर लगता हुआ और केदार ने एक चौका लगाया पिछली गेंद पर और इस बार लेग बिफोर विकेट पाए गए। अपील की और तीसरा झटका यहां पर लगता हुआ नागेशी यूथ को। तो खतरा यहां पर बढ़ता हुआ, ऑलरेडी 2 विकेट गिरे थे, अब तीसरा विकेट का पतन यहां पर सचिन ने यहां पर मौका बनाया था। पिछली गेंद पर कैच छुट्टी थी लेकिन इस बार खुद ही अपनी बॉलिंग पर लेग बिफोर विकेट आउट होकर वापस भेजा केदार नाइक को। केदार नाइक वापस भेजा केदार को। 12 रन बनाए अपने इस पारी में और विकेट के बाद निखिल नाइक उतरे हैं मैदान पर। सचिन ने स्ट्राइक की आखिरी गेंद पर विकेट यहां पर पाने में कामयाबी मिली केदार नाइक की। और यहां पर बड़ा हिट लगाने की कोशिश लेकिन आई नहीं गेंद बल्ले पर। एक डॉट गेंद कैलाश गांवकर यहां पर इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया 7वें ओवर के लिए और पहली गेंद यहां पर थोड़ी सी चोट लगी है कीपर को। आशा करते हैं कि ये चोट गंभीर ना हो लेकिन यहां से दिख रहा है कि ऑल राइट है। उम्मीद हमसे कर यहाँ पर एक मौका जरूर मिला है और इस मौके का कितना फायदा उठाते हैं देखते हैं। लेकिन हाल फिलहाल कैलाश गांवकर बॉलिंग अटैक पर। इस बार फिर एक बार हवा में गेंद लेकिन फील्डर से दूर। तो प्रेशर जो है विकेट जो गिरे है उसका प्रेशर साफ झलकता हुआ अमे के चेहरे पर, क्योंकि और एक विकेट यहाँ नहीं खोना चाहती नागेशी यूथ। इस बार करारा शॉट, वहां फील्डर मौजूद और इस बार कोई गलती नहीं। मौका मिला था हमें दामशेखर को, उस मौके का फायदा नहीं उठा पाए और फिर एक बार वहां पर लॉन्ग ऑफर खिलाड़ी मौजूद था और सीधी उसके हाथ में जाती हुई चौथा झटका लगता हुआ नागेशी यूथ को केवल 31 के स्कोर पर। निखिल नायक नए बैट्समैन उतरे हैं मैदान पर। विकेट के बाद हमें धमसीकर आउट होकर वापस यहाँ पर कैलाश गावकर ने ली पिछली गेंद पर विकेट। और प्रेशर यहाँ पर साफ, 4 विकेट गिर चुके हैं 7वां ओवर प्रगति पर। यहाँ पर तीसरा फ्री हिट लेना चाहते हैं। देखते हैं इस फ्री हिट का कितना फायदा यहां पर मिलता है नागेश यूथ को। और ये थोड़ी सी नीची रही गेंद, फ्री हिट जरूर लिया था लेकिन फायदा नहीं उठा पाए उस फ्री हिट का। 31 पर रुका हुआ स्कोर 4 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। जुबेर नया बैट्समैन उतरा है और इस बार बहुत ही बढ़िया गेंदे। कैलाश गावकर की सटीक लाइन लेंथ, कोई मौका नहीं, कोई खराब गेंद नहीं, अपनी लाइन और लेंथ के साथ यहां पर गेंदे जो है बहुत ही बढ़िया कैलाश की। इस बार यहां पर गई है बाउंड्री लाइन की तरफ फाइन लेग की दिशा में और ये चौका यहां पर जरूर मिलेगा। और लेग बाय का इशारा आता हुआ बैड लक बॉलर के लिए, जो बहुत ही बढ़िया ओवर इस ओवर में गट रही थी कैलाश की। एक विकेट भी यहां पर मिली थी लेकिन इस गेंद पर ये चौका और इस चौके को मिलाकर स्कोर बना है 35, 4 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। और यहाँ पर पॉइंट की दिशा में खेला गेंद को और जहाँ पर फील्डर चुस्त तंदुरुस्त, कोई रन नहीं यहाँ पर मिलेगा। सचिन गावकर को फिर एक बार यहाँ पर बुलाया गया है। जो प्रेशर बना है, 4 विकेट गिरे हैं नागेश यूथ के, उस प्रेशर को और बढ़ाने की यहाँ पर कोशिश। हल्के हाथों से खेला, इस बार रन जरूर मिलेगा फील्डर से दूर और स्ट्राइक को बदला, स्ट्राइक दी अपने पार्टनर को। इस एक रन को जोड़कर 36 लगा है बोर्ड पर। इस बार कलैया मोड़ी स्क्वाले की दिशा में, फील्डर बाउंड्री पर मौजूद था, दौड़कर इस बॉल को जब तक फील्ड करता 1 रन यहां पर दौड़कर कंप्लीट किया। तो इसी तरह से यहां पर 4-5 ओवर तक एक पार्टनरशिप यहां पर बनानी होंगी जो बैट्समैन वहां पर मौजूद जुबेर और निखिल को। और उसके बाद जो डेथ हो रहे हैं वहां पर एक्सलरेट कर सकते हैं। लेकिन हालांकि यहां पर एक पार्टनरशिप की जरूरत, अगर इन दोनों खिलाड़ियों अगर रुकते हैं, पार्टनरशिप बनती है तो एक सम्मानजनक टोटल के पास पहुंच सकती है नागेशी यूथ। इस बार नीचे रही गेंद, अपील जरूर की है लेकिन कोई रिस्पांस नहीं वहां पर एम्पायर द्वारा। नीचे रही यहां पर गेंद और पढ़ नहीं पाए, लेकिन उसी बीच 1 रन दौड़कर यहां पर कंप्लीट किया। $38 पर पहुंचा स्कोर इस 1 रन को जोड़कर। इस बार थर्ड मैन की चाह में गेंद को धकेला है, वहां पर फील्डर मौजूद, एक रन, दूसरे रन की कोशिश और दूसरा रन भी यहां पर आसानी से दौड़कर कंप्लीट किया। वहां पर बहुत ही बढ़िया बैकअप, अगर बैकअप नहीं होता तो और एक यहाँ पर रन मिल सकता था, लेकिन 2 रन से यहाँ पर संतुष्ट होना पड़ेगा। 40 इस 2 रन को जोड़कर वह स्कोर 4 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। तो यहाँ अब तक सूझबूझ भरी क्रिकेट, रिस्क नहीं लेना चाहते हैं बैट्समैन, एक एक दो करके शॉर्ट प्लेन गेंद और करारा शॉट, ये गेंद जाएगी सीधी सीमा रेखा के बाहर, तीर की तरह निकली, किसी भी फील्डर के लिए कोई मौका नहीं, वहां पर लॉन्ग और लॉन्ग ऑफ पर फील्डर मौजूद था हालांकि, लेकिन सिर्फ देखते रह गए क्योंकि पावर ताकत इतनी थी शॉट के पीछे कि गेंद जो है सीधी बाउंड्री लाइन के बाहर गई और इसी के साथ 44 पर पहुंचा है स्कोर 4 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। और आगे का हाल अंग्रेजी में सुनाने के लिए आपके सामने होंगे हरीश काकुड़कर।
There you can see Sagar Sawant on the screens here. Number 1 will be very happy because he knows that his team are in a very good position at this stage. This position should not be taken for granted. It's just that you need consistent approach till the 20th over because the danger man is still on the wicket, Nikhil Naik. We have seen one powerful shot down the ground that went for 4 runs. And that's the caliber of that man. But having a look at the first 8 overs, 44 for 4, at a stage when we expecting that some team batting first, scoring 180 plus. At a stage, it doesn't look as Nageshi youth are going to go at that level. But when Nikhil Naik is still there on the wicket, and if he waits until the 15th, 16th or 18th over, this can be a good total on the board. Just that someone needs to stick with him. Wonderful fielding chance for an out, and there was absolutely no run in it. He went Zubair for that run. The ball was straight in the hands. No, said Nikhil Naik. And can this be another wicket? He dived there in the end. The leg umpire goes towards the third umpire. Let's wait for the decision. So decision is out for the third umpire. Third umpire is waiting. We have to wait and wait and wait. But the batsmen, you can see on the screens, are interestingly waiting for that green light, whereas the pink jerseys are waiting for the red light. If this goes down at the 5th wicket, well, the batting order of Nageshi youth will be under tremendous pressure. It will be mostly the number 7, number 8 and lower order that have to do the work with Nikhil Naik. Hoping and hoping against hope. So one more wicket going down. Zubair also goes back in the pavilion. No one is giving and ready to give company to Nikhil Naik out in the middle. DJ. Well, once again, another wicket going down, 44 for 5. Just the 9th over in progress. Not looking great here after winning the toss, electing to bat first. Avin Naik is the new man. He'll be facing the first ball of Kailas. Ball is keeping a little bit low as well. See, you can see the miscommunication. There is a total miscommunication. Can they go for the second run? No, says Nikhil. Because he might have completed the second run, but better it is that he is on strike for most number of remaining deliveries in these 20 overs. He is the key for Nageshi Youth's future in this competition. So again, the ball is keeping slightly low. So I guess looking at this wicket, the team tank of Nageshi Youth must be thinking, let us get back this total to somewhere around 150, 160 maybe. And if at all we bowl in the good channels, we might be in a position to win the match. Very nicely, watchfully played. It was a slower ball. He watched till the last moment, till the ball comes on to the bat. And that's how coaches tell you. Watch the ball till the last moment coming onto the bat. Head should be high, head should be watching the ball. Again, very good piece of bowling. Commendable job. All the bowlers are doing fantastic job here for Sagar and his team, Shirgao Cricketers. After completion of another successful over, 9 is 46 for 5. So another bowler comes into the attack. Vishwatej Wangankar. So far, 4 bowlers had been used. Vittal Khadi was very, very economical and also picked up wickets. W also amongst economical figures. This time down the leg side. It doesn't have that much of pace to go over the fence for 4 runs. But 2 runs will definitely be taken and 1 of the wide. So total 3 runs to the total. Score moves on to 49. And this is an example that when the 5th bowler is used, although all the 4 bowlers have bowled decently, 5th bowler might still be under pressure because he has to repeat the performance of the first 4 bowlers. And that is where the opportunity comes here. Absolutely no chance. Look at that shot. In his zone, but finally you have to find, and how classy he played that in the covers. Throughout the ground, no intention of playing it in the air. And that's the reason someone must have stayed with Nikhil Naik, because there are a lot of overs left. On top of that, there are free hits, a golden over. 5th bowler option was not opted by Sagar Sawant, which is opted right now in the 10th. And that's why the batsman should have a good head on the shoulders. It's about reading the game well. This time, second run should have been opted because Nikhil Naik would not have been at the danger end. If the first run is completed fast, quickly. But here we see hesitation between most of these players. When Nikhil Naik was batting, I guess there was 1 run out. And a scare 1 or 2 times. But a commendable job from the bowlers. A fantastic job. No one ever thought that so far in this tournament, a team is going to be in this position, 9.354 for 5. When the batting has been magnificent, batting has been the ruling of the rules so far. The batsmen have done bulk of the damage to the opposition camp. It's been batsmen's tournament. But today the bowlers have stuck to their basics. Nothing extra, just wicket to wicket bowling. This will be 5 wides. We have to wait. No chance for the fielder in the third man region. 5 wides. These are freebies. That's the reason I tell that you have to wait for your options. If you are not waiting for the options, you have to sit in the dugout and wait for 20 overs to get over for the batsman who got out. Ample of opportunity here for scoring runs, ample of runs coming on the wicket. Just need to stay on the wicket. So 9.4, 59, coming in towards that 6 runs per over stage. Trying to bowl a little bit more pacey, little bit more fast. Is he going for the second run? You can see that hesitation once again. Either it should have been yes, either it should have been no. First they take a start for that run, then they watch each other and then decide against it. That shows a little bit lack of communication amongst the players, not confidence enough taking that second. Waited for that slower one in the point region and misfield, but gives 1 extra. Shot was powerfully struck with a good timing here from Nikhil Naik. He's no mark with the bat. He was in the IPL squad for KKR, so you can imagine the talent that he will be having. And he has to show his skills today for Nageshi Youth. After completion of the halfway mark, Nageshi Youth are getting a little bit momentum, getting that run rate above 6. 62 for 5 in 10. So half the way mark of this innings has completed. Half of the batsmen are back in the pavilion, and things so far well within the grasp of Shirgao cricketers. In a commendable position, in a good position. If they get a wicket here in 1 or 2 overs, they can certainly be in the driver's seat. But the captain very well knows it's this man on the screens that is going to play an important role in this innings. How further he takes this innings, how further and farther he takes these runs on the board is going to set the tone. This time, no movement whatsoever, fly long off and mid on region. This is 4 runs. So he is getting an hangout in the middle, timing it to perfection and getting the power that Nikhil Naik is famous for. Now some jubilation in the camp for Nageshi Youth. They know that someone just need to stay on the wicket at the non-striker's end, and job will be definitely done by this man. Cut away slightly. No chance once again. Back-to-back boundaries. Inside edge, ball keeping slightly low. And it was not a chance for the keeper. Since the short fine leg region fielder was inside the circle, with this pace, quicker one, it was always meant to go for 4 runs. Scoreboard now ticking along fast, inching closer towards the 7 runs per over run rate. They have crossed past 70. Very nicely played, very nicely bowled. Quicker ball right in the good length area, defended it well. This is what was required from the previous bowlers. Some rash shots being played by the earlier batsmen. This time very nicely played. Half stop by the fielder, but one run cannot be saved. If you see all the bowlers, they are not having express pace apart from Avinash Gaun's, Sachin Gaonkar, a little bit variations there from him. Kailash Gaonkar, Vishwanath Wangankar, all of the same pace, all of bowling around 100-110 kilometers per hour. And bowling in the right areas. That's the reason why opposition camp is right now reeling at 72 per 5 in 11. This over, however, went in towards Nageshi youth side. (72 for 5 in 11 overs. Here is the bowling card. Vittal Khadi, economical, just 4 runs per over, taking a wicket. Wicket each for almost everyone. Wicket for Sachin Gaonkar, wicket for Avinash W, wicket for Vittal Khadi and Kailash Gaonkar as well. And all are going at around 4, 5, 6 runs per over, which is considered extremely good in T20 cricket. In comes W in this golden over. Should be wide down the leg side. W is a very good bowler, very good all-rounder in fact. He can start the proceedings with the ball. He can start the proceedings with the bat as an opener. Wonderful outstation player. 2 outstation players that are taken here are both of Goa Police camp. One is W and one is Swapnil Malik Baba. Once again, good pace there from W. Wanted to cut it hard. Didn't get off the meat of the bat. Wonderfully bowled and very well fielded. He knew that Nikhil Naik had timed it well. This could have fetched him 1 or maybe 2 at the most. Even if it was 1, I guess 2 saved here by W. And he's hurt slightly, little bit in pain. You can see that anguish, you can see that pain on his face. This was hit very well. Well, sometimes that hand comes instantly as a bowler. That is your instantaneous reaction that I have to stop it. How fast or how quick, it doesn't matter. That the instinct of a fast bowler, which is showed here. Commitment totally by W here in this match. So 2 balls have been bowled by W. So Again, cracking shot. Once again. Yes, stopped it in the same hand. Oh gosh. Once again, he is in total pain. Well, he's giving his wholehearted effort. I can see the agony, I can see the pain, I can feel the pain as well, but just cannot do anything in the game like this where there is an opportunity of going into the semi-finals and your team is doing fantastically well. Your team is doing fantastically well. You tend to give a little bit more extra from your side. That is what W is giving here. He knows it is a golden over. This time off the inside edge and he gets a single. What a lovely over. Fantastic over here. Wholehearted effort from the outstation player of Shirgao Cricketer. Not only taking the pain of him from his left hand, but also bowling quick, also bowling those mix-up slower balls to deceive Nikhil and Avin Naik. 2 balls still left in this over. This is slightly gone wayward here. He expected to bowl around that leg stump, maybe outside, dragging in down the leg side, giving 1 extra. Still 2 balls left and one extra run given away here by W. Total 4 runs have come of this over. 2 off the wide, 2 off the bat, and 2 balls still left. This is, what it is, off the bat. Catch dropped. Oh my God. When your bowler is giving such a wholehearted performance, giving his 102%, then this should have been taken or at least stopped. Slow in reacting. Nikhil was taken aback by that pace. Quick, fast from W. This is a great over. Stunning over. Although 8 runs have come off that, you don't blame a single ball for W for that. A fantastic over and truly a golden over as a bowler. 80 for 5, but we'll count the score a little bit, which we have to double. And 8 runs and it will be 8 will be added. So after 12 overs, the score is 88 for 5. Now the score seems pretty decent in spite of losing 5 wickets for Nageshi Youth. Well, the projected score, which was hovering around 5.5 runs per over, is now at 7.3 after that golden over. Although it was not much great over, in fact, bowled by Avinash. But somehow it is turning out to be a respectable one. And more importantly, Nikhil Naik is playing beautifully and Avin is giving him company. Still 8 overs left, 48 balls still left. There can be still made a match of this by the batting of Nageshi Youth. And in bowling, it will be Kailash that will continue. But a change in the commentary box and is handing over the mic to Sagar Gosavi.
Another good delivery, equally well played. Flicks the ball. 1 was the call, but rightly denied at the very last moment by both the batsmen. They agreed, let's not run, because a hint of risk was involved as quick legs towards the mid-wicket. So meanwhile, the score is held at 88. Again, a decent line and land. The ball takes the inside edge of the bat, travels across the keeper to bring Nikhil Naik on the striking end. Meanwhile, a single to take the total on 89. So far, what the scorecard was in the previous half of the inning has been improved. The current run rate is 7.12. It was earlier 4 runs per over and 4 wickets were down. 9, now a little bit of partnership building on. Another good strike towards the onside. Straight drive to take another single. Wonderful gesture from Nikhil Naik as well. He have applied a certain strategy as a whom to target, whom to play safely, respecting the good deliveries. Another opportunity was there with a wicketkeeper. It looked like as if the foot was raised by the batsman, but could not dismiss the bails on the right moment. Yes, it is, but a good footwork as well from the batsman. Kept his leg. Another good drive, a straight drive, but what a diving effort by Kailash onto his follow-through. Could not stop the single, but a good effort that concludes over number 13. After 13, score is 90 for the loss of 5, 91 for the loss of 5 wickets. So Avinash Gavas has been given rest as he has felt a bit of pain while bowling the golden power play over. And right now at the long off area patrolling the fence. Vishwatej Vaingankar, the bowler, right arm over the stumps. Go well pitch delivery slightly fuller. Sagar Sawant trying to show some football skills. Could not stop the ball from racing to the sweeper area. That is the boundary from the bat of Avin. And that boundary has come after almost 1.3 overs. But nonetheless, some runs are moving now for Nageshi youth. So that single takes the total to, that boundary takes the total to 95. So word of advice from a senior partner to his bowler. Another good display of batting. Plays the ball watchfully towards the deep point area. Avin wanted the second, but Nikhil is not interested as a hint of a risk involved, and he senses that he has to wait till the end. So let's see how the inning is going to progress from here on. Nikhil Naik on the striking end. A clean and a powerful striker of the leather ball. Another good cut shot straight to the fielder. Chance was at the non-striker's end. Even there was a backup, but a fielder from the point decides to hold on the ball into his hand. And this is where if he had to throw, then definitely that would have been much, much more risky for the non-striker batsman. We can see him running at least 4 to 5 steps after that throw was not thrown. This game is matter of inches. Another strong strike straight down the ground. In a flash reaches to Avinash Gavash. Is the call. Strong throw towards the striker's end, but Nikhil is quick onto his feet. Complete couple of runs. We have to see. Hope Avinash has not hurt himself more as a ball looks to be bounced onto his chest right in front of him after hitting his hands. That is the power which Nikhil strikes. Even it makes the life of a deep fielder also very difficult. Again plays watchfully. Good fielding onto his follow. Meanwhile, one is the call. And see the quick foot of Nikhil Naik. Snatches a single out of nowhere. Nikhil with the single moves to 32. And the team total moves to 98. I beg your pardon, 99. More 6 overs to be bowled after this over. Plenty of cricket is remaining. And hopes are high till Nikhil is there out in the middle. Another good delivery, well played into the covers away from Sagar Sawan. But the sweeper in act. Meanwhile, 2 is the call. A good throw towards the striker's end. But look at the running between the wickets. And that brings 3-figure mark onto the scorecard. Score moves to 101. 14 overs gone, 101 for the loss of 5 wickets. So corrections has been done by the sharp shooter as far as scoring is concerned. Nikhil Naik playing at the individual score of 34 runs. We are into the 15th over. 101 on the board for the loss of 5 wickets. 5 wickets are with Nageshi Youth. Until Nikhil Naik is out in the middle, the hopes will be very high. The heads will be high as a powerful striker of the leather ball is out in the middle on the striking end. And Vittal Gadi to continue from the road end. First delivery played watchfully towards the long on area to take a single and rotate the strike. This is the wonderful batting. Taking his time, rotating the strike, taking his opportunities at the right interval. And that brings Avin on the striking end. Avin has struck a beautiful boundary in the previous over. Let's see whether he can continue. And here we can see Nikhil Naik checking at the stats of the bowlers, as which bowlers are having how many overs. Meanwhile, Vittal Gadi, full up his delivery, equally well played. A good cricketing shot towards the long off area, straight drive into the act to bring Nikhil Naik on the striking end. 15th over in progress. Batting power play has been taken. Let's see whether Nikhil Naik can take a maximum out of these remaining deliveries. 4 deliveries to go in this batting power play over. And Nikhil Naik on the striking end. Lovely looking straight drive. The gap has been pierced. 2 fielders running to stop the ball. Won't be able to stop rather than watching the ball sailing past them. And that is the boundary that have come from the bat of Nikhil Naik. Score moves to 107. Lovely willow in his hand. And the sweetest part of the bat is even better. The moment the ball touches that sweetest part, races towards the boundary. This is the 4th free hit that has been taken by Nikhil Naik. Let's see where the ball is going to disappear. Whether it is going to be towards the side screen or towards the mid wicket. or even towards the covers. Lot of options open with Nikhil Naik. Change in pace. And the ball has been delivered way outside the guideline. Stretch of arms of umpire Nilesh Naik confirms that this is going to be a wide delivery. So let's see, umpiring is confirming whether the free hit is going to continue or he has cancelled. So wide takes the total to 108. 3 illegal deliveries remaining of the first power play over. Nikhil Naik on the strike. Shuffles down the track, plays the ball with help of his wrist towards the long on a slight fumble, and there's a chance of a second quite comfortably. With this 2-run score moves to 110. A good sensible batting that has been displayed by Nikhil Naik. He has come into the bat after the fall of 4 wickets. And now hanging out in the middle, taking the responsibility on his shoulders of scoring the runs for his side. Playing as the outstation player. Looks to be he is interested in taking the free hit, which was cancelled courtesy of wide delivery that has been bowled by Vittal. Now senses opportunity to increase the score by more 4 or 6 runs. Let's see, the time is going to come. And there's a one-handed strike, but look at the power behind that. Even one hand is capable of sending the ball out of the boundary rope. What a clean hitter of the leather ball. Could not get the proper elevation, releases the upper hand and takes the bat in the left hand to get the elevation and to send the ball out of the ground. Meanwhile, one more free hit. The last free hit has been taken by Nikhil Naik. Let's see whether he can make this over look even bigger. Right now, the total is at 116. And Nikhil Naik is playing at the individual score of 47. So I think Nikhil Naik has cancelled the free hit. So Nikhil Naik having some different strategy as just 3 runs away from a 50. So a single to conclude over number 15. So after completion of 15, it's 117 for 5 wickets. Avinash Gava's delivering into the 16th over. Ball kept a little low but slightly outside the off-stump, stretch of arms by the umpire towards the shoulder height, saying that 1 run to be added to the total. Score moves to 118. 16th over in progress. Avinash Gavas, the strike bowler playing as outstation player for Shirgao Cricketers, is in the act. Another lovely strike straight down the ground. Fielder will be able to catch the ball unless 2 runs have been taken. And 50 for Nikhil Naik. Wonderful batting shown by Nikhil Naik, but looks to be he is not celebrating because 1 run short. Oh my dear. What could have been a half century has been delayed by his opponent partner. And now Nikhil Naik decides to take no risk as the last free hit has been taken. So don't want to take the risk, don't want to miss that opportunity of scoring 50 runs. So anyhow, let's see whether Nikhil Naik can connect now. Change in pace, there's a better connection and ball goes even miles away from the boundary rope. The boundary is looking very much short and that's the 50 for Nikhil Naik. Nikhil Naik raises to 55 and the team total now raising to 125. Still batting power play over is on. A change of pace is not working in front of this strongest striker of the leather ball. Has took his time to build the inning, now showing his intentions very clear. Batting power play over is on. Wanted to cut the ball by kneeling onto his back foot. No connection between bat and ball. Allows the ball to travel the ball with an immense pace to the keeper. So Avinash replying with a dot delivery. Cuts the ball straight to the short third man as the ball was not going that quick. That gives the liberty for the third man who is right inside the circle to collect the ball. Meanwhile, a single is on. With this single, Nikhil Naik moves to 56 and team total moves to 126. So as the strike has been changed, third man drops back to the boundary line. And the change in the field setup, different field setup for Navin. So let's see whether this is going to work in favor of Shirgao as the last wicket that was in form of run out was at the score of 44. Again, a good delivery concluded by Avinash Gavas. And now Avinash will be relieved as Nikhil Naik is off the strike. Otherwise, definitely his nerves would have been high. Final delivery of the batting power play over. Let's see whether Avin can connect. On to the legs, there's appeal, but the height that was at the time of impact have saved a win. And a leg bias is the signal that concludes over number 16. So after completion of 16, score is 127 for the loss of 5 wickets. Over to Sanket Gaonkar.
विश्व स्टेज को लाया गया है यहाँ पर बॉलिंग अटैक पर, और जितनी तारीफ यहाँ की जाए निखिल और अविन की यहाँ कम है। एक समय ऐसा लग रहा था कि 110 पर ये पारी सिमट जाएगी, लेकिन बहुत ही बढ़िया यहाँ पर पार्टनरशिप और 127 लगे हैं बोर्ड पर। एक बढ़िया हाफ सेंचुरी यहाँ पर निखिल द्वारा। और यहाँ पर थर्ड मैन की दिशा में गेंद को भेजा है, 1 रन यहाँ पर मिलेगा। और अविन ने यहाँ पर बहुत ही बढ़िया काम किया है, आक्रामक रूप अपनाया था निखिल ने। आते ही बड़े शीट लगाए थे और उसे बखूबी साथ दिया अविन ने। 1-1, 2-2 रन सिंगल निकाल कर उसे स्ट्राइक देते रहे और उसी की बदौलत एक बहुत ही बढ़िया पार्टनरशिप अब तक दोनों के बीच बनी है। 17वां ओवर प्रगति पर, विश्व तेज है बॉलिंग मार्ग पर। और इस बार हल्के हाथों से खेला और 1 रन यहाँ पर मिलेगा। गली की तरफ गई थी गेंद और सूझबूझ पर यहाँ पर पारी निखिल की हाफ सेंचुरी कंप्लीट की है। और आने वाले जो ओवर है देखेंगे किस तरह का रूप यहाँ पर अपनाते हैं। हालांकि अब तक बढ़िया क्रिकेट, मौके मिले, चौके लगाए, छक्के लगाए और एक बढ़िया टोटल की ओर बढ़ते हुए नागेशी यूथ। इस बार बढ़िया शॉट वहां पर फाइनल की दिशा में, फील्डर मौजूद नहीं है पीछे। जो मिड विकेट का फील्डर था दौड़ लगाई और इस गेंद को रोकते तब तक 2 रन यहां पर दौड़कर कंप्लीट किया। तो एक समय 4-4.5 रन प्रति ओवर की रफ्तार से आगे बढ़ रहे थे, लेकिन अब लगभग 8 रन प्रति ओवर की रफ्तार से स्कोर जो है बढ़ रहा है। तो एक बहुत ही सम्मानजनक टोटल के पास पहुंच रहे हैं नागेशी यूथ। इस बार यहां पर पॉइंट पर फील्डर मौजूद, रन यहां पर नहीं मिलेगा। बहुत ही बढ़िया वहां पर फील्डिंग, रन की आशंका को समाप्त किया। तो यहाँ पर अब जब बाउंड्रियाँ नहीं मिलेगी तो 1-1, 2-2 रन यहाँ पर बनाने होंगे ताकि एक बड़े टोटल की और यहाँ पर बड़े 160, 170 तक ये टोटल पहुंचे। यहाँ पर फिर एक बार सीधी फील्डर के हाथ में जाती हुई गेंद, 44 के स्कोर पर 5वां विकेट गिरा था। और उसके बाद जिस तरह की पार्टनरशिप यहाँ पर अविन और निखिल के बीच हुई है, तारीफ करनी होगी, क्योंकि कंधे झुके हुए थे टीम के। नागेशी यूथ को लग रहा था कि जल्द ही पारी सिमटेगी, लेकिन निखिल की यहाँ पर जितनी तारीफ की जाए उतनी कम। इस बार हवा में गेंद, कनेक्शन देखते हैं कहां तक जाती है गेंद, और ये गेंद जाएगी सीमा रेखा के बाहर 6 रनों के लिए। हालांकि इस शॉट में पावर उतनी अच्छी नहीं थी, लेकिन टाइमिंग बहुत ही बढ़िया और उसी के बदौलत ये गेंद जो है गई बाउंड्री लाइन के बाहर। और इसी के साथ 17 ओवरों का खेल यहां पर समाप्त होते हुए 136 लगे हैं बोर्ड पर, 137 लगे हैं बोर्ड पर 5 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। कुल स्कोर बना है 17 ओवरों के बाद। अब 18 लीगल डिलीवरी से बाकी और फिर एक बार यहां पर सचिन गावकर को लाया गया है बॉलिंग अटैक पर। आखिरी ओवर सचिन का और 3 ओवरों में 21 रन देकर 1 विकेट भी यहां पर लेने में कामयाबी मिली है सचिन को। पहली गेंद, बढ़िया शॉट, वहां पर पीछे फील्डर तैनात और जब तक यहां पर फील्डर फील्ड करते 1 रन दौड़कर कंप्लीट किया और 138 इस 1 रन को जोड़कर बना है स्कोर। अविन ने बहुत ही बढ़िया शॉट खेला था पिछले ओवर में, आखिरी गेंद पर छक्का लगाया था और देखते हैं इस गेंद पर किस तरह का अप्रोच रहता है। लेकिन सचिन एक चालाक बॉलर, देखेंगे, इंतजार रहेगा। इस बार हल्के हाथों से खेला, 1 रन यहां पर डाइव लगाई थी, लेकिन चूके दूसरा रन और दूसरा रन भी यहाँ आसानी से कंप्लीट किया, तो थोड़ी सी वहाँ मिसफील्ड और मौका मिला उस मिसफील्ड की बदौलत दूसरा रन दौड़कर कंप्लीट करने का, और उसी के साथ 140 बना है स्कोर 5 विकेट के नुकसान पर। इस बार बढ़िया वहां पर सचिन ने प्रयास जरूर किया था, लेकिन बॉल को रोक नहीं पाए, और उसी बीच एक गेंद गई लॉन्ग ऑफ की दिशा में, और हालांकि मौका था यहाँ पर, कठिन मौका था। ऐसे कैचेस स्टिक होते हैं हाथ में, लेकिन ये मौका मिलता हुआ यहाँ पर अविन को। यहाँ पर स्विप करना चाहते थे, एक रन यहाँ पर मिलेगा, थोड़ी सी मिसफील्ड कीपर द्वारा। उसी के बाद 2 रन यहाँ पर, जहां पर केवल 1 रन मिलना चाहिए था, 2 रन लेग बाय के रूप में यहाँ पर मिलते हुए कीपर से थोड़ी सी मिसफील्ड हुई थी, और उसी का फायदा उठाते हुए निखिल और अविन द्वारा बहुत ही बढ़िया रनिंग बिटवीन द विकेट, और उस 1 रन की बदौलत 2 रन की बदौलत 43 पर पहुंचा स्कोर। सूझबूझ भरी यहाँ पर क्रिकेटर, बाउंड्री लगाने का मौका नहीं मिलता तो इस तरह से सिंगल डबल के साथ स्कोर। शॉर्ट ऑफ लाइन गेंद थी, इसे पुल किया, पीछे फील्डर मौजूद मिड विकेट क्षेत्र में, जब तक फील्डर फील्ड करता आसानी से 1 रन यहाँ पर दौड़ कर कंप्लीट किया। एक बड़ा हिट लगाना चाहते हैं, बाउंड्री की तलाश में है निखिल, अपने आप से नाखुश, क्योंकि एक मौका यहाँ पर था, शॉर्ट ऑफ लाइन गेंद थी, एक बाउंड्री लगाने की यहाँ पर कोशिश जरूर की थी, लेकिन उस तरह का एलिवेशन इस पर नहीं मिला। फिर एक बार शॉर्ट ऑफ लाइन गेंद, लेकिन नीचे रही गेंद, और उसी का फायदा उठाकर वहां पर पीछे फील्डर मौजूद, लॉन्ग ऑफ पर 1 रन यहां पर मिलेगा। सचिन ने बहुत ही टाइट लाइन और लाइन के साथ इस ओवर को समाप्त किया, और 18 ओवरों का खेल यहां पर समाप्त हुआ है, और स्कोर पहुंचा है 145, 5 विकेटों के नुकसान पर। कुल स्कोर 145 हो चुका है 18 ओवरों के बाद, और 12 लीगल डिलीवरी से इनिंग में बॉल करने बाकी। देखेंगे इस 12 गेंदों में कितने रन यहाँ पर बना पाते हैं। तो 145 अगर 20-25 रन आते हैं इन 2 ओवरों में, तो एक बढ़िया टोटल यहाँ पर रहेगी, क्योंकि जब 44 के स्कोर पर 5वां विकेट गिरा था, तो ऐसे उम्मीद नहीं थी कि यहाँ तक पहुंचेंगे, लेकिन निखिल की यहाँ पर जितनी तारीफ की जाए उतनी कम, और उसे के साथ साथ अविन, जिन्होंने बढ़िया यहाँ पर साथ निभाया। निखिल का बहुत ही बढ़िया पार्टनरशिप रही है इन दोनों के बीच। और 101 रन की यहाँ पर पार्टनरशिप दोनों के बीच यहाँ पर हुई है। 100 रन का आंकड़ा जो है पार्टनरशिप ने यहाँ पर पूरा किया। तारीफ दोनों ही बल्लेबाजों की। इस बार बढ़िया गेंद जड़ में डाली हुई थी, पैरों पर गेंद थी, फ्लिक किया उस गेंद को, 1 रन, और दूसरा रन भी यहाँ पर आसानी से कंप्लीट किया, और वहां पर थोड़ी सी मिसफील्ड विश्व तेज द्वारा, लेकिन कोई खतरा नहीं। तो इन दोनों का तालमेल जो है आज बहुत ही बढ़िया रहा है, कॉलिंग बहुत ही बढ़िया रही है, हड़बड़ाहट दोनों में बिल्कुल नहीं दिखाई दी है। कॉल जब करते थे तो रिस्पॉन्ड एक दूसरे को बहुत ही बढ़िया किया है, और उसी की बदौलत ये 100 रन का आंकड़ा जो है उन्होंने पार्टनरशिप में पूरा किया। शॉर्ट ऑफ लाइन गेंद, इस बार हवा में गेंद, लेकिन फील्डर से काफी दूर, पीछे फील्डर मौजूद, 1 ही रन से संतुष्ट निखिल, जो यहाँ पर जिन्होंने इस इनिंग में ज्यादा आक्रामक रूप अपनाया है। निखिल के पास यहाँ पर स्ट्राइक, और निखिल जरूर कोशिश करेंगे कि इन आखिरी ओवरों में बाउंड्री आए, चौके आए, छक्के आए। इस रन को मिलाकर 148 पर पहुंचा स्कोर 5 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। इस बार आ गया, एक कदमों का इस्तेमाल किया लेकिन एज जली और ये यहाँ पर वेलकम बाउंड्री रन जिस तरीके से आए, यहाँ पर बाउंड्री आनी जो है महत्वपूर्ण है और ये बाउंड्री यहाँ पर मिलती हुई इनसाइड एज लगी थी और गेंद सीधी ट्रेवल कर गई बाउंड्री लाइन के बाहर और वेलकम बाउंड्री उसी के साथ 150 का आंकड़ा यहाँ पर पार कर लिया है। स्कोर पहुंचा है 152 पर। और यहाँ पर ये गेंद बढ़िया पिछली गेंद पर एज लीडिंग एज लगी थी, चौका है यहाँ पर दूसरा रन। और जिस तरह का तालमेल और जिस तरह का कॉलिंग और जिस तरह का यहाँ पर रिस्पॉन्ड रहा है एक दूसरे के साथ, तो यहाँ पर आसानी से ये दो रन जो है बहुत बार दोनों ही बैट्समैनों ने अर्जित किए हैं। 154 इन 2 रनों को जोड़कर हुआ है कुल स्कोर। इस बार बड़ा हिट लगाने की कोशिश लेकिन बाहें खोली है अंपायर ने, लेग स्टंप से दूर जाती हुई गेंद वाइड का इशारा आता हुआ, तो और एक अतिरिक्त रन यहां पर जुड़ता हुआ टोटल में। हालांकि आज बॉलिंग जो है बहुत ही बढ़िया रही है, ज्यादा एक्स्ट्रास जो बॉलर आज इस्तेमाल किए उन्होंने नहीं दिए, लेकिन इस बार दिशा से भटके विश्व तेज। इस बार हवा में जरूर गेंद है, वहां पीछे फील्डर मौजूद लेकिन फील्डर से दूर, 1 रन कंप्लीट। और यहां पर हालांकि मानो कि बहुत ही आसान लग रहा है रनिंग बिटवीन द विकेट, आसानी से दौड़े, पता है अपनी स्ट्रेंथ की, अपने ऊपर भरोसा है और 2 रन जो है यहां पर और जुड़ते हुए इस टोटल में 57 इन 2 रनों को जोड़कर। तो यह इस ओवर में हालांकि एक बाउंड्री जरूर मिली है लेकिन उसके बाद जो 2 रन दौड़कर यहां पर कंप्लीट किए, ये टोटल को आगे पहुंचाने में जरूर मददगार साबित होंगे। इस बार आ गया एक कदमों का इस्तेमाल लेकिन पीछे फील्डर मौजूद और यहां पर फील्डर बॉल के पास पहुंचे थे लेकिन झुके नहीं, उसी की बदौलत और एक चौका मिलता हुआ इस ओवर में। और इसी के साथ 19 ओवरों का खेल यहां पर समाप्त होते हुए 161 लगे हैं बोर्ड पर 5 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। आखिरी 6 गेंदे इस इनिंग की बाकी है और 161 लगे हैं बोर्ड पर और देखेंगे कि इस टोटल को कहां तक पहुंचाते हैं। अगर इस ओवर में 15-20 रन आते हैं तो एक बढ़िया टोटल यहां पर कहे जाएंगे। पिछली ओवर जो है विश्व तेज की बहुत ही बढ़िया रही थी, 16 रन आए थे। इस बार नीचे रही गेंद, निखिल स्ट्राइक अपने पास रखना चाहते हैं, रन आउट होने की संभावना और डायरेक्ट हिट यहां पर लगी है जरूर और आउट का करार दिए गए। इस आखिरी ओवर में निखिल अपने पास स्ट्राइक रखना चाहते थे, यहां पर विकेट जो है अपनी फेंक दी अविन ने, लेकिन बढ़िया यहां पर पारी अविन द्वारा। इस आखिरी ओवर में निखिल अपने पास स्ट्राइक रखना चाहते थे, गेंद जो बॉलर के पास फेंक थी लगकर सीधी जाकर लगी स्टंप्स को और यहां पर छठा झटका लगा इस 20वीं ओवर की पहली गेंद पर। स्कोर 161, 6 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। और छठी विकेट के बाद शुभम गावड़े जो नॉन स्ट्राइकिंग एंड पर होंगे, साथ देने के लिए निखिल नाइका जो आज इन्होंने एक बढ़िया पारी खेली है। जब जरूरत थी विकेट्स 5 गिरे थे, उसके बाद ये पार्टनरशिप हुई थी अविन और निखिल के। इस बार करारा शॉट और यहां पर हिलने की भी जरूरत नहीं। मालूम है जब ये बल्ला गेंद को लगा उसी समय पता चला कि इस गेंद पर 6 रन लिखे हुए हैं और कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ता हुआ यहां पर निखिल का जो स्ट्राइक यहां पर लिया। अविन की जो विकेट पिछली गेंद पर खोई थी उसका फायदा इस बॉल पर मिलता हुआ निखिल ने गेंद को भेजा सीधा सीमा रेखा के बाहर छक्के के लिए और इस छक्के के पश्चात 167 लगे हैं बोर्ड पर। फिर एक बार आगे आए और इस बार कवर की दिशा में खेली गई शॉट, इंतजार रहेगा एम्पायर के इशारे का और दूसरा छक्का आता हुआ। 2 गेंदों में लगातार 2 छक्के और ये मोमेंटम यहां पर बनता हुआ एक बड़े लक्ष्य की ओर बढ़ते हुए। जो रन यहां पर लिया था पहली गेंद पर अविन वापस भेजा, लेकिन उसका फायदा यहां पर जरूर मिलेगा। कुछ समय पर विकेट्स गिरने का फायदा भी मिलता है और उसी का फायदा उठाकर 2 बड़े हिट यहां पर लगाए हैं निखिल ने। फिर एक बार और तीसरा छक्का बॉलर के सिर के ऊपर से आता हुआ और बहुत ही बड़ा छक्का। वहां पर बॉल जो है ढूंढने में जरूर तकलीफ होगी यहां पर बॉल बॉय जो है, और 3 गेंदों में ये 3 छक्के आते हुए 89 पर पहुंचे हैं व्यक्तिगत स्कोर पर निखिल। क्या इन बचे हुए 2 गेंदों में 2 छक्के लगाकर अपनी सेंचुरी तक पहुंच पाएंगे? ये बड़ा सवाल और इस सवाल का जवाब जल्द ही हमें मिलेगा। तो जिस तरह का आक्रामक रूप यहां पर अपनाया है, 3 गेंदों में लगातार 3 छक्के लगाकर स्कोर को पहुंचा दिया है 179 पर और निखिल अपने व्यक्तिगत स्कोर 89 पर 11 रन चाहिए इस सेंचुरी को बनाने के लिए। इस गेंद पर सारा दारोमदार सारा जो है लेखा जोखा निर्भर रहेगा क्या इस गेंद पर छक्का लगा सकता है, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी 3 गेंदों में 3 छक्के लग चुके हैं। चौथा छक्का क्या निखिल के बल्ले से आएगा, इंतजार रहेगा इस गेंद पर। अविनाश जो एक बहुत ही बढ़िया बॉलर है, लेकिन उस बॉलर का बहुत ही बढ़िया तरीके से पीछा किया है निखिल ने। और इस बार यहां पर बहुत ही बढ़िया वापसी। अविनाश जो एक बहुत ही बढ़िया होनहार बॉलर है, 3 छक्के लगने के बाद इस बार बहुत ही बढ़िया वापसी। सेंचुरी तक पहुंचने के लिए छक्के की जरूरत थी, लेकिन ये एक बढ़िया गेंद 89 के व्यक्तिगत स्कोर पर यहां पर खेल रहे हैं निखिल। 179 लग चुके हैं बोर्ड पर। आखिरी गेंद इस मैच की। और इस बार बढ़िया गेंद थी, स्क्वायर की दिशा में खेले, 1 रन, दूसरे रन की यहां पर कोशिश और यहां पर दूसरा रन भी कंप्लीट किया। और इसी के साथ ये यहां पर बहुत ही बढ़िया, जितनी तारीफ की जाए जितनी तालियां मिलेगी उतनी कम होगी निखिल को, क्योंकि एक निर्णायक समय जब 5 विकेट गिरे थे 44 के स्कोर पर, उस समय से उस मैच को पकड़े रहे और उसके बाद जिस तरह की पारी और जिस तरह की पार्टनरशिप दोनों के बीच रही है, बढ़िया कमाल की। और कुल स्कोर 181 182 बनाना होगा शिरगांव क्रिकेटर्स को। और जुड़ेंगे इस ब्रेक के बाद।
गणेश गणेश हांगे हांगे यो धांवत यो बेगीन
सचिन कॉलिंग सचिन सचिन वायरलेस रे 5 नंबर
So Nageshi Youth have scored 181 for 6. Shirgao Cricketers require 182 runs to win. Here comes the openers. Kedar Naik, Sachin Kurpaskar went early. Not a great start from them. Mayur Tirue was LBW by Vittal Ghadi. Ahmed Amshekar also went early, but it was one man who played a mammoth innings, a big innings of 91 not out. But you cannot take anything away from Avin Naik as well. The way he stood firm and gave company to Nikhil Naik, and that's the reason why this 181 was possible. So if Nikhil Naik's innings is going to be the Mount Everest, then certainly you cannot take anything away from Avin Naik, to stood firmly with his partner, with his senior partner, with the best batsman, and they got a partnership of 100 runs, and which means now at a point which it looked as if 140 to 150 was the target, or might have been the target, is now 182. So something good being posted by the batsman because of scintillating and stunning innings from Nikhil Naik. And it is up to the batsman Avinash, that is W and Vishwatej, to start off on a good note here for Shirgao Cricketers. This is the fourth quarterfinals in place. 3 semi-finalists have already booked their place in the matches that are supposed to play tomorrow. Yes, we are ready. Umpire signals to start the play. Stanley to start the proceedings from his over-the-wicket left arm, who was adjudged man of the match in the previous encounter. That is the first match that they played Nageshi Youth in from the roadside end this time. W on strike. Big appeal, but it was half-hearted appeal. They knew maybe it was going down the leg side or maybe hitting the bat. Most of the times when you have a left-arm medium pace bowlers, even the left-arm spinners are going in to be an additional advantage. They have got that extra charm. They have got that extra nick of picking the wickets or troubling the batsman. That angle is something different which right-handers are not used to. So Sanguem is once again ready to bowl. Good length, shot of good, and he has already placed 2 men backward of point, 1 in gully, 1 at point, 1 slip is in place. That is captain Sachin Kurpaskar, deep third man. There's no man in the extra cover, so you can understand where the line will be. First read has been taken. So now let's see the changes. So mid-wicket has been taken back, and square leg, that is fine leg is more towards the square leg region, has been brought inside. And Sapresh Murvi looks like going... he was supposed to go at the boundary line, but now once again changes being done. 1 player in the square leg, 1 player in the mid-wicket region. Mid-off and mid-on are inside. This time, this free hit has costed just 1 run. It's off the bat. It's not of the middle of the bat. Still, he'll get a single to get Shirgao Cricketers off the mark. Well, this is a good total being posted. Not a huge total like 200s we have seen, but somewhere which is going to be a fighting total for the bowlers, and also batsmen have to bat out of their skins to get these 182 runs. But as cricket lover, as spectators who are watching on Goa Livecast and hearing me, Harish Kakodkar live, this is cricket should be the winner, just like how we saw yesterday's match that went almost till 6:30. The game should be such that any result should be possible on the last ball. Yesterday's match was so close. It was viewed by thousands of people between Gino Dragons Mapsa and Damodar Warriors Vasco. Match went till the last over where 8 runs were required, but then Damodar Warriors faltered, they gave away wickets, and in the end lost by 3 runs. That's how the pressure situation is while chasing. There's such situations, such matches are putting more interest and keen on a tournament like this. And he's bowled him. No shot whatsoever from Vishwate. That's the reason why I tell that angle of the left arm orthodox is always difficult for the right hander. And this time Sanguem once again strikes bleak blow in the first over itself. It's 1 for 1. So in comes the captain Sagar Sawant. What a start given here by Stanley. The stain gun striking in the first over, 1 for 1. Well, we saw a similar looking start where wickets were tumbling for Nageshi Youth. They were 44 for 5, and if someone had seen the situation at 44 for 5, they went on to 181. So 181 at a point of 44 for 5 is a commendable job from number 4 from Nikhil Naik and also Avin Naik. Now they got something to bowl for the bowlers, getting first wicket in the very first over. Slightly straying down the leg side. He knows that he has committed a mistake. Because whenever a wicket falls and new man is on the crease, it is the time where you have to put a little bit of more pressure as a bowler, trying to get man catching in. That's the reason why short covers and short mid-wicket region has been placed for captain Sagar Sawant. And Sagar also very well will be aware of the match situation. He is not going to play some red shots to be given away the wickets so easily. Once again, down the leg side. Well, the idea seems to be bowling around the middle stump and getting the ball back in, trying to jack back and not giving the room and maybe getting an LBW at that stage. But in return, he's bowling just down the leg side and ball with the angle going away further down. So 2 wides in that over. Score is 3 for the loss of 1. This hat-trick of wides, oh my God. Well, he's trying too much, maybe trying that angle to come back in sharply towards the right-hander, just like how he got the first wicket. And in trying to do so, in trying to do something extra, he is giving away 3 wides and 3 extras. Now a slight field change. Deep third man blocked inside the 30-yard circle. And mid-on being taken to long on. Maybe Nikhil Naik has told him, just bowl a little bit fuller. Yes, that seems to be the idea. That invitation was there for Sagar Sawant. It was full, but he could not get a hang of it, of the meat of the bat. Still yet to get off the mark after 1 is 4 for 1. In comes Sapresh Murvi. Right arm zigzag medium pace bowler. So it's got an unusual run up which can confuse many of the batsmen. He has got good pace. Slightly injured in the first match. But I guess he will be back to his strength. Got enough rest. Must have iced that injury. So first ball starting just little bit wide outside off stump. It's got slip in place, one gully. And ball is keeping slightly low. We have already spoken about the situation in the first innings where ball was keeping slightly low. That's the reason innings of Avin and Nikhil makes big substance. They resurrected their innings to a wonderful stature at the point which we are right now. This is good piece of bowling, good pace, good line, good length. Well, in spite of 181 being posted, well, you cannot take anything away from Nikhil Nai because he is a hard hitter, power hitter. But bowlers of Shirgao Cricketers also had done a commendable job. They, up to a certain point, hold everything tight in that match, not giving any extras, bowling wicket to wicket, not committing any mistake. This is a good shot in the cover. This should get a boundary. This was in the slot, full length, and driven beautifully here by W. That will give him a lot of confidence and also ease pressure in the dressing camp. This is the first boundary of the bat coming in the second over itself. They have got deep point and deep third man. Also a slip, maybe a second slip. Once again in the slot to swing. Very nicely fielded by the fielder in the deep point region. Good throw. He was out of balance to throw that, but still had enough of power to throw one-handed. Once again in the air, but it is very nicely played. Crisp shot here. This was in the slot once again, and once again driven nicely by Sagar Sawant. No risk whatsoever because no one is there fielding absolutely straight over the bowler. So captain has got himself going with that boundary, gets off the mark as well. Score moves on to 13. We are into the second over. Two boundaries have been hit, one by W and one by Sagar. Immediately after that shot, since bowler Sapresh is bowling little bit fuller, mid-on has been taken to long on. And a slight misfield, so it will be byes here against the keeper's name. That bye and a single will finish over number 2. It's 14 for 1. Once again, Stanley to continue. The bowling from the road and Sagar Sawant will be on strike. Oh, was it? And it's out. It's out. Batsman is not happy. Well, many a times batsmen are not happy. Sagar Sawant is not happy, but umpire was very much firm. You can see from the replay there. Ball was pitching in line and going straight. Cross-batted shot here, costing a wicket for Sagar Sawant. Well, we saw even the first time the ball was pitching in the line and coming back in towards the right-hander. There was an opportunity of leg before. Stanley coming into the second over and taking his second wicket. This is a way outside. Left-hander has come onto the wicket. Sachin Gaokar. Sachin is the one who bowls right-handed. Both those leg cutters, quick leg cutters. He was the pick of the bowler, previous man of the match here. Out in the middle to do the job with bat now. He has done a commendable job while bowling. Now Shirgao cricketers have given him the job with bat in hand. Oh, he was in no position. The batsman was coming on the front foot for that drive. The ball went away from the left-hander, and that's the reason why slip is in place. Stanley is getting the moment. He's getting the moment both ways. In towards the right-hander, which are going away from the left-hander. And this is a perfect length to be bowling on the surface. He can make the batsman come onto the front foot and drive. And if there is an outside edge, there is a slip in place for that particular outside edge. Driven but not firmly, straight to the short covers. Stanley very well knows that he's under that much of pace to bowl short. And that will undo any of the advantage that you can get with the new ball and the surface that it is helping with those little bit out swingers and in swingers. Better channel, better line here. Previous over, he bowled 3 wides, now concentrating on just outside off stump. Once again, he's in no position. He's just swinging the bat without any conviction. And it is not easy. Many a times I've seen fast bowlers, you can slash hard in the point region and you can get inside, outside edges. But most difficult in cricket is to play with the swing. If you are not used to playing with the swing, the ball going outside and inside, and if you are not reading what is coming from the hands of the bowler, it is going to be even more difficult. Swing is more difficult to play in leather ball cricket than the medium pace bowling. Once again, he's just dancing there on the ground and dancing to the music of outswing so far from the bowler Stanley. I've seen Praveen Kumar when he used to bowl, he had not ample of pace, but he used to swing both ways, and that swing used to trouble most of the batsmen without having extra pace. This is going to be out. He was struggling there, and Stanley always looked at picking his wicket. Once again, full length ball, asking the batsman to drive. He gets an outside edge, going to the point region, and third wicket down. Stanley on fire. Fifteen for 3 now. In 3 overs, in comes the 4th over to be bowled by Sapresh Mulvi. And once again, Stanley firing. 3 wickets in the previous game, 3 wickets in this game in just the 2 overs that he has bowled, and got rid of the top order within no time. Once again, just way too outside off stump. Wide here. Still a gully and point short covers. Although the restrictions have eased now, you can put the fielder back. Sam very nicely played. Nikhil and chance for another. Oh my God! Oh my God! Look at that fielding effort. This is high class. This is top notch. If you have seen IPL has come down to Sanguem. Look at that fielding effort. He has just one moment to turn himself, throw at the non-striker's hand, and he did it perfectly well. 4 wickets down, and now Shirgao cricketers are with their backbones totally broken. You don't have to go for the third umpire. Batsman even knew that he was out. This is as easy as you get. Stunning. Nikhil done the job in batting, and now showing that I am not an outstation player. I was not selected for KKR for just nothing. This is the standard of fielding that we want to see, and this is what he has shown. The class in batting and now the class in fielding. This time, Chandrakant Ghadi. Oh, this is beautiful. Really, he was under so much of pressure, but look at how to handle the pressure. He knew that fourth wicket had fallen just now. This was not an easy ball, short of good length. He watches till the last moment and plays it in the covers. Just glides it in the covers. Free-flowing Ghadi. He played a stunning innings, very good innings in fact in the previous match where Shirgao Cricketers won that match, although Sachin was awarded a man of the match, but Ghadi played a handy knock for them to post a decent total on the board. Once again driven nicely down the ground. That was the very first ball that he was facing Ghadi, and in fact both Swapnil Malik, that we call him Baba, outstation player here for Shirgao Cricketers, and Chandrakant Ghadi, the best man that can be in a situation like this for Shirgao Cricketers, are out in the middle. Two of the best. Second free hit has been taken. If at all anyone can rescue Shirgao Cricketers out of these clutches of defeat, is going to be these two gentlemen in the middle. One on the crease, Baba, and second is Chandrakant Ghadi at non-striker's end. Once again, way too outside of stump, wide signal. Sapresh, it has been mixed bag here. Normally, he is a very accurate balls in the right area. Some balls are landing a full at the drivable length, asking the batsman to go. Batsmen have taken advantage of it as well. He's bowling wide outside of stump as well. So mixed bag here so far in this spell from Sapresh Mulvi. He's much better bowler, much better pace, much better line and length. Once again, another wide. He's not happy with himself, but he knows that he's committing the mistake. I don't understand. Maybe that injury scare, maybe some worry about that injury into the run-up is making him to be slightly circumspect about himself. Maybe that can be the situation that's going in the mind. Otherwise, these wides, I don't see much in the spell when Sapresh Mulvi is bowling. Or maybe that pressure of Stanley has taken 3 wickets. I have to take at least 1 or 2. This is in the air, very nicely played, firmly in the wide long off covers region. It takes 2 runs quite comfortably. Stanley and Sapresh are quite good friends, and whenever they get a man of the match award, and they have a discussion that I am one better than you today. And Stanley was again one better than Sapresh Mulvi, but Sapresh will definitely be not. Sapresh will be happy with that performance because whatever you could do for the team, for the team's victory, is going to please any of the other teammates, because team victory is the most precious. And it will be other way around also. If the Sapresh Mulvi also takes wickets, Stanley will also be happy. Although if one of them wins the man of the match award, there is a cash prize of 1,000. Half of that will be taken by the captain. This is in the air. Oh my God! Wow! We have seen one outstanding performance by Nikhil Naik, turning around and hitting the stumps. This time it's Mayur Tirve. This is the most outstanding catch of this season. We have seen 2 from Dipraj Gavkar in the previous edition. Mayur Tirve at the point region dives and takes that catch. It was like a bird flying in the air, trying to catch its prey, and before landing on the ground, he has pounced onto it. This is the most stunning and brilliant catch here from Mayur Tirve. Look at the joy, look at the jubilation there. He knows that this is a time to perform, excel, and book a place in the semi-finals. Well, many a times when we see bowler getting wicket, this is the wicket more of a fielder. And Sapresh will definitely know that more credit should be given to the fielder at this juncture. He was very happy. He went to Mayur Tirve and asking, brother, where will we sit tonight? Because finally, wicket is for the bowler. But this hard work, this magnificent performance in fielding was by Mayur Tirve. So half and half is going to be shared by them tonight when they sit together. Tomorrow is the semi-finals. Well, 27 for 5. Half the team is back in the pavilion. Nageshi Youth at a point when they were 45 for 5. And now the opposition camp is at 27 for 5. Is firmly in the driver's seat to win this match. Some brilliance, outstanding performance is required here from the most experienced Chandrakant Ghadi and the new man that has come onto the wicket. Third free hit has been taken. Meanwhile, I will request in comes left arm spinner and captain Nana Kurpaskar, Sachin Kurpaskar. And there will be change in bowling, change in commentary as well. I enjoyed my part in these 4 overs. Cricket was the winner with a stunning fielding effort by Nikhil Naik and Mayur Tirve. And now it's up to the spinners of Nageshi Youth.
Free hit ball has been guided towards the fine leg boundary. That's a wonderful strike from the bat of Chandrakant Ghadi. Now he is the only responsible man to do the talking with his bat. Still 5 wickets are in hand. Shuffle slightly outside the off stump to guide the ball towards the fine leg area. That is the boundary from the bat of Chandrakant Ghadi, courtesy of free hit taken by him. Meanwhile, a youngster trying his cricketing skills, and that is the bat, I think, that Nikhil Naik was playing with. Meanwhile, another good delivery. Sachin Kurpaskar, nickname Nana, mixing up his deliveries. A cool guy with the gogs on to deceive the concentration of the batsman. Jersey number 11 on his back. Another good delivery. Ball drifting right onto the middle stump. Equally well played by Chandrakant Ghadi. This is where Sachin Kurpaskar is very, very effective. Another drifter bowled by Sachin Kurpaskar onto the legs, equally well played by his all experience bringing into the zone. Chandrakant Ghadi flicks the ball to get a single, and that brings Pandurang on the striking end. So a bit of a partnership required for Shirgao cricketers. Still a match is on if they play proper with the application of the strategies that now they may have to shift. The plan A didn't work. Now it's time for the plan B rather. Another good delivery bowled by Sachin Nana Kurpaskar, not giving an inch of. And we can see as the pitch map is right between those 3 stumps. If the batsman misses, then definitely the wicket will be on. Now slightly outside the off stump to conclude over number 5. So after completion of 5 overs, score is 32 for the loss of 5 wickets. So now Babulal Pathan has been introduced from a far end, that is the Pepsi end. Let's see how he is going to progress. We can see him doing a little of warm-up, trying to check the swing of the ball, which is the better side to hold on to get that swing. Meanwhile, a youngster, a speedster, can generate pace. Lovely delivery, really well played. Flicks the ball between the gap. Long on fielder into the act. Amey Damsekar, good throw. But both the batsmen are quick enough to take couple of runs. 6th over in progress. 148 more required from 89 deliveries. If both the batsmen keep their calm, plan the inning properly, then definitely the match will be on. Another good delivery and just guided the ball on its way towards the leg stump. Such a wonderful batsman to watch. Waits till the last moment, has ample of time and has all different shots within. Chandrakant Ghadi right now playing as per the course of the time. Being sensible, waiting for every opportunity that will be coming to him. Boundary takes the total to 38. So far, run rate is a good, I must say. Another strong flick off wrist, but straight to the square leg fielder. Tall guy. Zubair in act, fields the ball, throws it back to the keeper. Meanwhile, a single to bring Pandurang on the striking end. These two batsmen have to play at least from here on for some more overs, gain confidence, keep on rotating the strike to be in the match. Meanwhile, let's see, if Babulal Pathan strikes, then more damage will be done for Shirgao cricketers. As the match is on right now, momentum is shifted to bowling team. Another good delivery, but way outside the off stump. Stretch of bumps by umpire. Wide runs takes the total to 40. At the moment, current run rate is 7.27. Required run rate is par below 10, which is not that bad at the moment, but only concern is 5 good wickets. Good batsmen are back to the pavilion, courtesy. Short pitch delivery. Again down the leg stump, but see the amount of pace that has been generated by Babulal Pathan. Ball travels quickly to the keeper. Wide, it takes the total to 41. And all these 5 wickets are back to the pavilion, courtesy good bowling as well as a fielding effort that has been shown by the players of Nageshi Youth. Again wanted to cut the ball, but again way outside the off stump. Consecutive 3rd wide bowled by Babulal Pathan, and he can't believe himself. So courtesy of these 3 wides, a score moves to 42. So exactly 140 runs required. But this is a different format. Swing and a miss. A good decent delivery bowled by Bablal Pathan after those 3 extras. A word of advice from his captain to him as which will be the right area to deliver the ball. And the ball goes straight into the hands of the keeper. Again down the leg stump. Oh my dear. Missed by the keeper. Ball is traveling to the fence, but a fielder from the deep. Third man gathers the ball. As it is again a wide and a miss by the keeper. So total 2 runs added to the total. Score moves to 44. We are into the 6th over. So now the current run rate is jumping to 8 runs per over. And now Chandrakant Ghadi on the striking end. Again a lovely on drive to take the ball towards the long on area. Slight fumble and in a flash. Second run is on. There is a wonderful batting displayed by Chandrakant Ghadi and his partner at the moment. Taking the runs, putting the pressure on the fielding side, hunting for a 1 more run, and as soon as there's opportunity, they grab it. That takes the total to 46. Another good looking shot. There's a fielder in act at the point area, patrolling the fence, gathers the ball. A drop to reach the ball to that fielder. Meanwhile, that concludes over number 6. After completion of 6, score is 47 for the loss of 5 wickets. Sachin Kurpaskar to deliver the 7th over, and a free hit has been taken by Chandrakant Ghadi on the first delivery that he is going to face of Sachin Kurpaskar's over, aiming to spoil the equation at the first delivery that will be bowled. And a 4th free hit of the inning has been taken. So let's see whether Chandrakant Ghadi can make maximum out of it. Waiting for Sachin to deliver. Left arm round the stumps. Came down the track. There's a connection away from Zubair. A couple of bounces. Slight fumble allows Chandrakant Ghadi to come back to the striking end. Sachin Kurpaskar not that happy. Looks to be with the fielding effort. What could have been just a single has given 2 runs. Score moves to 49. Again, ball has been slightly fuller right near the bat. Equally well played. Drives the ball towards the cow corner area. The fielder from the deep gathers the ball. And a 50 up for Shirgao Cricketers. 50 for the loss of 5 wickets. Still the match is on. More 132 runs required from here on. So let's see what is about to happen out in the middle. Another good delivery slightly outside the off stump, resulting in a dot ball. So far only 3 runs have come from this over, and now Pandurang, who is yet to open his account, is on the striking end. There's a connection, chance of a catch, and Sachin Kurpaskar strikes. Wicket goes down. Sanguem has taken the catch. 6th wicket back to the pavilion. So new man in is Kedar Chari will be at the striker's end as a beautiful catch was taken by Sanguem towards the short third man area. A good bowling continues from Sachin Kurpaskar. Bags a wicket, has given 8 runs so far. Second over of his individual quota and the 7th over of the inning. Full up his delivery, missed by the batsman, missed by the keeper, but no harm done. And a lovely delivery considered. Kedar Chari could not read the line and length of the ball. Another good delivery. Maybe it looked to be off the bat. That's why no signal from the umpire. Yes, it's a leg by, and maybe the bowler has come inside the line between the umpire and the batsman. That's why he was not able to see it properly. This is where. So now as a 6th wicket back to the pavilion, Nikhil Naik senses an opportunity of getting a wicket. So quickly taking the ball and about to deliver the 8th over of the inning. Kedar Chari is on the striking end. First delivery, well played towards the point, and quickly there was a call from Chandrakant Gadi to come for the single. And this is a wonderful way to take this strike. Chandrakant Gadi knows a lot of responsibility is on his shoulder. Still, a lot is remaining in this inning. Plays a good-looking driver towards the long off. Fielder from the deep gathers the ball. Meanwhile, a single is on. A convincing single to bring Kedar Chari on the striking end. So far has taken a single off the bat. Nikhil Naik setting the players at the proper position. Delivers a slight quicker delivery, missed by the keeper, and the ball won't be gettable. That is a boundary in disguise. Maybe turning point so far over here. And that boundary takes the total to 57. So definitely the dugout of Shirgao cricketers will be hoping for this type of boundaries to come every quick succession. But that is against the hope. So now as we can see a slip is active. Full pitch, there's a connection only to the fielder, and the catch has been taken. 7th wicket back to the pavilion. Nikhil Naik strikes into the 8th over. So new man in is the big guy, Kailash Gaonkar, and even the opponent team knows the capacity of this player. If these two can play the remaining overs, then definitely you never know on which position or which situation the match may take us into the deep innings. Meanwhile, a good delivery. There is a appeal. Straight caught in front of the stumps. Let's see the replay as how and what was the act. Oh my dear, no chance whatsoever for Kailash. He was rightly caught in front of the stumps. And if the pad was not in between, then definitely the middle stump would have been knocked by the delivery. 8th wicket back to the pavilion. So now new man in is Vittal Gadi has opened in the first inning. Now let's see how he is going to approach. Meanwhile, a quicker delivery bowled by Nikhil Naik, and the reaction of the player says it all, as it has missed the bat by just a couple of inches. Yes, it looks to be even the reaction of Nikhil Naik. Maybe it has missed the stumps from a quite smaller distance than it looks to be. Meanwhile, that concludes over number 8. Sanket Gaonkar, my dear friend, you are called in the commentary box for the further details. And meanwhile, there's a signal coming up from the umpire that this is going to be golden over, as Chandrakant Gadi is on the striking end. Over to Sanket.
आठ ओवर के बाद 57 लगा है बोर्ड पर 8 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद, और चंद्रकांत घाड़ी यहाँ पर खड़े हैं क्रीज पर, लेकिन 7 दूसरी ओवर से यहाँ पर नहीं मिल रहा है। इसी वजह से इस ओवर में ही जो गोल्डन ओवर है लेने का फैसला यहाँ पर किया है। स्टैनली जिन्होंने 3 विकेट इस निर्णायक मुकाबले में लेकर प्रदर्शन बढ़िया किया है, उसे बुलाया गया है इस गोल्डन ओवर के लिए। और ये बढ़िया शॉट, लेकिन पीछे लॉन्ग ऑन मौजूद, केवल एक ही रन यहाँ पर मिलेगा। विट्ठल घाड़ी नए बैट्समैन, और यहाँ पर थोड़ी सी हड़बड़ाहट, और उसी बीच 2 रन दौड़कर कंप्लीट किए, और चंद्रकांत घाड़ी फिर एक बार होंगे स्ट्राइक पर। इस गोल्डन ओवर में देखेंगे कि कितने रन यहाँ पर बटोर पाते हैं और जितने रन यहाँ पर बटोरेंगे डबल हो जाएंगे। एक फायदा यहाँ पर बैटिंग टीम को ये मिलता है, गोल्डन ओवर में जितने रन बनते हैं डबल हो जाते हैं। इस बार बड़ा हिट लगाने की कोशिश, लेकिन बहुत बढ़िया गति के साथ की गई है गेंद स्टैनली द्वारा। कोई मौका नहीं यहाँ पर। चंद्रकांत घाड़ी अपने व्यक्तिगत 26 रनों पर खेल रहे हैं, लेकिन दूसरी ओर से उसे साथ नहीं मिला। उसी वजह से यहाँ पर बैकफुट पे है शिरगांव क्रिकेटर्स। इस बार आ गया एक कदमों का इस्तेमाल और क्लीन बोल्ड। वापस यहां पर जाना होगा इस गोल्डन ओवर में। यहां पर स्टैनली चौथी विकेट अपनी लेते हुए और यहां पर वापस भेजा चंद्रकांत घाड़ी, जो एकमात्र उम्मीद वहां पर बनी हुई थी और उस उम्मीद को भी यहां पर खत्म किया स्टैनली ने। बहुत ही बढ़िया स्पेल स्टैनली का, ये चौथा विकेट इस स्पेल में लेते हुए और इंतजार रहेगा कि 5 विकेट का हॉल जो है इस मैच में स्टैनली लेने में कामयाब होते हैं नहीं। फिलहाल 59 लगा है बोर्ड पर 9 विकेट के नुकसान के बाद। आखिरी विकेट नितिन घाड़ी उतरे हैं मैदान पर और इस आखिरी विकेट जो है ये लेकर 5 विकेट का हॉल यहां पर स्टैनली लेने में कामयाब होते हैं। देखेंगे केवल 7 रन देकर 4 विकेट अपने नाम किए हैं अब तक स्टैनली ने। आखिरी विकेट इस शिरगांव क्रिकेटर्स की। इस बार फुल लेंथ गेंद, लेकिन संपर्क नहीं हुआ। पीछे कीपर के दस्ताने में जाती हुई और कीपर का बहुत ही बढ़िया कलेक्शन। अगली गेंद, फिर एक बार यहां पर डॉट गेंदे। तो इस मैच में अब केवल औपचारिकता ही बची है और इंतजार है यहां पर आखिरी जो जोड़ी है कहां तक जाती है, देखेंगे। इस बार रक्षात्मक तरीके से खेला, रन यहां पर लेना चाहते थे लेकिन मना किया और उसी के साथ ये सफल हुआ समाप्त। और इस ओवर के बाद हम जानेंगे कि इस गोल्डन ओवर में कितने रन आए और कितने टोटल में जुड़े। फिलहाल 9 ओवरों का खेल यहां पर हुआ है समाप्त। अगली गेंद 10वीं ओवर के लिए जुबेर को यहाँ पर बुलाया गया है। आखिरी विकेट बची है शिरगांव क्रिकेटर्स की और पहली गेंद पॉइंट की दिशा में खेला लेकिन कोई रन नहीं यहाँ पर। इस गोल्डन ओवर का जो स्कोर जोड़कर 61 पर पहुंचा है स्कोर 9 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। इस बार करारा प्रहार करने की कोशिश अपील जरूर की है लेकिन नकारा अंपायर ने। बहुत ही बढ़िया हाइट है बॉलर जुबेर और अपनी हाइट का यहाँ पर पूरा इस्तेमाल बहुत ही बढ़िया एक्शन के साथ ये गेंद अपील जरूर की थी लेकिन लगता है कि लेग स्टंप से दूर मिस कर रही थी, उसी वजह से नॉट आउट का करार दिया गया। 61 पर रुका हुआ स्कोर 10 ओवर है प्रगति पर। और फिर एक बार डीप पॉइंट वहां पर मौजूद लेकिन रन यहां लेने से मना किया। जानते हैं कि यहां पर आखिरी विकेट है और आखिरी विकेट जो है इस विकेट कितने रन यहां पर जोड़ पाती है देखेंगे लेकिन फिलहाल 61 बन चुका है स्कोर 9 विकेटों के नुकसान पर। इस बार घुमाया बल्ला लेकिन फिर एक डॉट गेंद। नागेशी यूथ जब बैटिंग कर रहे थे उस समय भी उनका भी हाल कुछ इस तरह के था। 44 पर 5 विकेट गए थे लेकिन निखिल नाइक और अविन ने जो पार्टनरशिप की उसी की बदौलत इस स्कोर तक पहुंच सके। और ये वन मैन आर्मी की तरह निखिल ने जो बढ़िया बल्लेबाजी की थी, धुआंधार बल्लेबाजी की थी, उसी की बदौलत एक बढ़िया टोटल के पास पहुंच गए थे लेकिन उसका पीछा करने उतरी शिरगांव क्रिकेटर्स। उनके भी लगातार अंतराल पर विकेट गिरते गए और केवल 61 लगे हैं बोर्ड पर और 9 विकेट जो है वापस जा चुके हैं। इस बार फुल गेंद कोई संपर्क नहीं बल्ले के साथ और इसी के साथ 10 ओवरों का खेल यहां पर समाप्त हुआ है। 61 लगी है बोर्ड पर 9 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। ग्यारहवीं ओवर बाबूलाल को बुलाया गया है बॉलिंग पर। पहली गेंद बहुत ही बढ़िया गति के साथ सीधे कीपर के दस्तानों में जाती हुई। इसके बाद 59 गेंदें बची है और 121 रन यहां पर और बनाने हैं चिरगांव क्रिकेटर्स को। फिर एक बार यहां पर बढ़िया गेंद थर्ड मैन की दिशा में गई गेंद, पीछे फील्डर मौजूद और एक रन यहां पर मिलेगा और पहला रन यहां पर आया है नितिन घाड़ी के बल्ले से। अब स्ट्राइक पर होंगे विट्ठल घाड़ी। दोनों आखिरी विकेट ये और आखिरी विकेट के लिए यहां पर दोनों जो है खेल रहे हैं। 62 इस एक रन को जोड़कर हुआ स्कोर 11वें ओवर प्रगति पर। और इस बार शॉट तो हालांकि अच्छा खेला लेकिन पीछे फील्डर मौजूद, लॉन्ग ऑफ पर एक रन यहां पर मिलेगा। फिर एक बार यहाँ पर कलाइयाँ मोड़ी और स्क्वायर लेग की दिशा में खेला गेंद, 1 रन यहाँ पर और जुड़ता हुआ टोटल में। और आखिरी ये फ्री हिट इस्तेमाल करना चाहते हैं इस 5वें फ्री हिट का। करारा शॉट और इस फ्री हिट का बहुत ही बढ़िया फायदा, 4 रन मिलेंगे। बहुत ही बढ़िया शॉट चौके के लिए जाते हुए और थोड़ा सा यहाँ पर एंटरटेनमेंट करते हुए दर्शकों का। और इस चौके को छोड़कर 68 पर पहुंचा स्कोर 9 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। इस बार यहां पर फिर एक बार गेंद जाती हुई लॉन्ग ऑफ की दिशा में, फील्डर मौजूद और 1 रन यहां पर मिलेगा। हालांकि बॉलर ने यहां पर प्रयास जरूर किया था बॉल को रोकने का, लेकिन आई नहीं गेंद और इसी के साथ 11 ओवर का खेल यहां पर समाप्त होता है। 69 लगे हैं बोर्ड पर 9 विकेटों के नुकसान के बाद। स्टैनली को फिर एक बार बुलाया गया है। देखते हैं 5 विकेट का हॉल इस मैच में पूरा करने में कामयाबी मिलती है या नहीं। पहली गेंद बढ़िया लाइन और लेंथ के साथ, कोई मौका नहीं बड़ा हिट खेलने का यहां पर बैट्समैन को। और 4 विकेट 3 ओवर किए हैं अपने इस इनिंग में और केवल 7 ही रन दिए हैं और 4 महत्वपूर्ण विकेट जो है लेने में कामयाबी मिली है यहां पर स्टैनली को। फिर एक बार बल्ला घुमाया लेकिन कोई संपर्क नहीं यहां पर, बाल बाल बचे। जो यहां पर स्टैनली का एक्सप्रेशन है उसी से पता चलता है कि बहुत ही क्लोज था ये गेंद और करीब लगभग गए थे अपने 5 विकेट के, लेकिन बॉल जो है जाकर स्टंप से दूर रही। इस बार गति में मिश्रण किया था लेकिन वहां पर शॉट खेलने की कोशिश जरूर की थी, आया नहीं बॉल बल्ले पर और एक डॉट गेंद यहां पर स्टैनली द्वारा। स्टैनली की 3 गेंदें हो चुकी है और 3 गेंदें बाकी। देखेंगे कि इन 3 गेंदों में ये 5वां विकेट हासिल यहां पर कर पाते हैं या नहीं। और यहां पर फिर एक बार बल्ला घुमाया है लेकिन कोशिश यहां पर कुछ बाउंड्री से लगाने की जरूरत हो रही है विट्ठल घाड़ी द्वारा, लेकिन स्टैनली का जो स्टैंडर्ड है, जो स्तर है बॉलिंग का, वो पढ़ नहीं पा रहे है बॉलिंग को कि किस गति से आ रही है, कितना बाउंस, कितनी गति। उसी के बदौलत यहां पर सिर्फ बल्ला घुमाया जा रहा है विट्ठल घाड़ी द्वारा। और यहां पर 5 विकेट का हॉल कंप्लीट करते हुए स्टैनली, सचिन गांवकर ने यह कारनामा किया था पहले राउंड की मैच में, लेकिन इस बार यहां पर निर्णायक मुकाबले में 5 विकेट यहां पर लेते हुए वेल बोर्ड और आखिरी ओवर थी और नीचे रही गेंद जाकर सीधी टकराई स्टंप्स को और यहां पर यह पारी समाप्त हुई है। उसी के साथ नागेश यूथ ने ये मैच जीतकर प्रवेश किया है सेमीफाइनल में। बहुत ही बढ़िया क्रिकेट का मुजाहरा निखिल नाइक ने एक बढ़िया पारी खेली, जब जरूरत थी विकेट्स गिर रहे थे। उसके बाद स्टैनली का ये 5 विकेट का हॉल, तो बढ़िया क्रिकेट, उतनी अच्छी फील्डिंग, थ्रो जो किया था, उसके बाद जो कैच वहां पर पकड़ी, तो आज ओवरऑल एक बढ़िया क्रिकेट यहाँ पर बढ़िया मैच देखने को मिली है। और अंत में यहाँ पर नागेशी यूथ ने आसानी से ये मैच जीतकर प्रवेश किया है सेमीज में। हॅलो, दोन्ही कॅप्टनाला मागता की हांगा प्रेझेंटेशनाक हांगा येवचे। पयली लुजींग कॅप्टन जो आसा ताका रिक्वेस्ट आसा की तेणे हांगा येवचे। और यहाँ पर मौजूद है लूजिंग कैप्टन। तो एक समय 5 विकेट चले गए थे 44 रन पर, तो उस वक्त क्या सोचते या क्या विचार थे आपके?
हमारे जो 4-5 विकेट जो हमें मिले थे उसमें ही हमने अगर निखिल का अगर विकेट मिल जाता तो हमें वहाँ पे शायद मैच में आने का मौका था, लेकिन बहुत ही अच्छा इनिंग खेला वहाँ पे निखिल नाइक ने। और दिखा दिया कि वो क्यों आईपीएल जैसे बड़े टूर्नामेंट में खेलते हैं। एक बहुत ही अच्छी इनिंग, उनका बहुत ही अच्छा साथ दिया उनके अगले बैट्समैन ने, अविन ने बहुत ही अच्छा साथ दिया उनका, और बहुत ही अच्छा इनिंग हुआ। तो 181 एक चेसेबल टारगेट है इस मैदान पे, लेकिन हमारे विकेट जो ज़्यादा जल्दी गिर गए, स्टैनली ने भी बहुत अच्छी गेंदबाजी की, तो उसकी वजह से हम थोड़ा बैकफुट पे चले गए पहली।
यहाँ पर हमने कई बार देखा है कि 200 रन जो है आसानी से चेज हुए हैं और 181 बने थे, तो ये लक्ष्य उतना मुश्किल नहीं था, लेकिन आपको क्या लगता है कि क्या यहाँ पर कुछ कमियां रह गई, क्या इस हार के पीछे कारण है?
वही तो एक ब्रेक थ्रू जो पहले ही 2 ओवर में जो स्टैनली ने गेंदबाजी की, पहले 3 विकेट हमारे जो टॉप ऑर्डर बैट्समैन, और उसके बाद रनआउट, अविनाश का रनआउट एक क्रूशल पॉइंट था वहाँ पे, क्योंकि अविनाश एक बहुत ही अच्छे बल्लेबाज है। अगर घाड़ी का साथ वो दे देते तो शायद ये मैच हमारे पक्ष में भी हो जाता, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि वही एक निखिल नाइक, मुझे लगता है एक बहुत ही अच्छे खिलाड़ी, उन्होंने ही उनको रन आउट किया। उसके बाद आके उन्होंने गेंदबाजी भी की, लगातार 2 विकेट झटके, तो वही एक टर्निंग पॉइंट है हमारे इस मैच का।
हालांकि बैड लक के आप सेमीज तक नहीं पहुंचे, लेकिन इस ग्राउंड पर, इस मैदान पर, या ये जो टूर्नामेंट है, इस टूर्नामेंट में खेलने का आपका एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा?
बहुत ही अच्छा रहा। बहुत ही सालों से गोवा पुलिस के साथ भी यहाँ पे बहुत बार आया हूँ, और 1-2 बार हम फाइनल में भी पहुँचे हैं। एक बार हम जीते हैं यहाँ पे फाइनल गोवा पुलिस के लिए, तो बहुत ही अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है इस ग्राउंड का हमारे लिए। हम नॉर्थ साइड से आते हैं तो एक बहुत दूर है, लेकिन यहाँ पे आने में बहुत ही मज़ा आता है। हर बार टूर्नामेंट भी बहुत अच्छा, स्टैंडर्ड बहुत ही अच्छा है इस टूर्नामेंट का, तो खेलने में बहुत मज़ा आता है।
थैंक यू, बैड लक, बट थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू सर।
अब मैं जो विनिंग कैप्टन है उसे बुलाना चाहता हूं। विनिंग कैप्टन रिक्वेस्ट असा प्रेजेंटेशन एरिया मातशें येवचो। एक टायमार 4-5 विकेट जी आसा 44 रनांच्या गेल्लो, सो त्या टायमार तुमच्या मनान कितें आसलें, किंवा कितले टार्गेट तुमी चेज करतले अशें दिसताले, कितले टार्गेट सेट करतले दिसताले?
एक्चुअली जेन्ना आमची स्टार्ट आज जी जाय आशिल्ली अशी जावं नाशिल्ली, बिकॉज स्टार्टींग बॉल खूब बरे स्विंग जाताले, आनी आमी एक जे ओके आमी म्हणटा की थोडे रॉंग शॉट जाले मारप, ऑर एल्स रॉंग खेळून आमी आवट जाले, बट तेज्या नंतर एक जी पार्टनरशीप आमकां जाय आशिल्ली, तेजेच आमी फक्त विचार करताले की एक पार्टनरशीप समज आमी बिल्ड अप करून वता जाल्यार ती गेम खंय तरी वचून एक बरो टार्गेट आमकां मेळटलो। अशें टार्गेट स्पेसिफीक टार्गेट धरून नाशिल्ले की आमकां 180 जाय बट एक पार्टनरशीप आमकां बिल्ड अप करपाक आशिल्ली, सो ती निखिल आनी आविन हे दोगांयनी मेळून केली, आनी निखिल खूब बरो खेळ्ळो आज, जी तेणेन बॅटींग केल्या ती आज खूब बेस्ट बॅटींग केल्या, आनी ताका तसोच आविनान खूब बरो सपोर्टूय केलो, आनी मागीर तेच्या नंतर आमच्या बॉलर्सांनी स्पेशली स्टॅनलीन जी आज खूब बरी बॉलिंग घातली, जी ताका स्विंग मेळटाली ते तेणेन यूज केलो, आनी आज 5-4 तेणेन घेतला, सो ताका कॉंग्रेच्युलेशन आनी तांकांय कॉंग्रेच्युलेशन।
सो खुबशे आमकां हांगा तुमची बॅटींग जी आसात विकेट्स पडलेल्यो, सो हेजी फुडली जी मॅच आसा तुमी सेमीफायनल खेळटले, सो कितें करेक्शन करपाक सोदतले, किंवा खंयचे जो पॉयंट आसा तेजेर तुमी चड भर दिवपाक सोदतले?
भर म्हणजे एकूच आसतलें की मेन आमकां जाय ती पार्टनरशीप बिल्डींग। क्रिकेट कितें जाता, एकटो बॅट्समॅन गेम फुडें व्हरपाक शकना, बिकॉज थंय तुका एकट्या दुसऱ्या बॅट्समॅनाक ताका सपोर्ट दिवपाकूच जाय, सो पार्टनरशीप जी बिल्ड आमी करतले प्रत्येक मॅचीन, इवन दो आमी ओपनिंग वचून जी पार्टनरशीप एकदां आमकां बरी मेळपाक लागली जाल्यार आमकां एक फाटल्या बॅट्समॅनाक सदांच एक बरो विश्वास येता की ते सुद्दां आपले येवन ओन गेम खेळपाक शकता, सो नेक्स्ट मॅचीन आमी जाता तितले कॉन्सन्ट्रेट करतले की एक बरी पार्टनरशीप बिल्डअप करपाची, आनी एक खंय तरी बारीक एरियाज आमचे मातशे बॉलिंग एक्स्ट्रा बीन जाले ते कंट्रोल करपाचे, आनी एक बरी गेम खेळपाची इन ऑल 3 डिपार्टमेंट्स।
स्टॅनली जे आसा आज 5 विकेटीचे हॉल जे आसा तेका मेळ्ळा 5 विकेट्यो, सो कितें सांगपाक सोदता, किंवा तेजो बॉलिंग परफॉर्मन्स जे आसा तेजे बद्दल तुमी कितें उलयतात?
स्टॅनली आमचो पयलींच्यान स्ट्रायक बॉलर आशिल्लो, आनी जेन्ना ताका स्विंग ही मेळटा तेन्ना तो खूब डेंजरस बॉलर जाता, बिकॉज तो तेजो यूज करता बरो, वाऱ्याचो म्हण नाका ऑर एल्स ते पिचीचो सुद्दां बरो यूज करता, सो आयज ताणें खूब बरी बॉलिंग घातली, आनी अशीच ताका कॉंग्रेच्युलेशन दिता, अशी ताणें फुडें उद्दा ह्या टुर्नामेंटान बॉलिंग घालून एक टिमी खातीर कंट्रिब्युशन करचें, तशेंच आमच्या बॅट्समॅनान सुद्दां प्रत्येक बॅट्समॅनान एक बरें कंट्रिब्युशन दिवन फुडें आमकां हो टुर्नामेंटाक हातभार लावचो आनी एक बरें गेम आमकां खेळपाक मदत करची।
सो थँक्यू कॅप्टन, आनी कॉंग्रेच्युलेशन आनी ऑल द बेस्ट तुमकां सेमीफायनलाक।
थँक्यू।
तर आज आमकां रोहन नायक तारी हो मुखेल सेर म्हण हांगा भेटला। हांव विनंती करता की तेणी आयज आमी ह्या टुर्नामेंटाक दुसरी फावट एक सचिन गांवकर हेणी 5 विकेटीचो हॉल जो आसा तो घेतलो आनी आयज स्टॅनली एक बऱ्यांतली बरी बॉलिंग जेन्ना टिमीक गरज आसली सो ते फावट एक ते टायमार तेणी 5 विकेटीचो हॉल घेतलो आसा सो ते खातीर तेका हे स्पेशल प्रायज आनीक जो मॅच बॉल आसा हांव आमचे जे पावणे आसा तांकां रिक्वेस्ट करता की तेणी तो बॉल तांकां भेटयचो आनी स्टॅनली तेणी स्विकार करचो. स्टॅनली एक मिनिट. आयज जेन्ना 5 विकेटी जेन्ना तुवें घेतल्यो तेन्ना जेन्ना बॉलिंग घालपाक तो ग्रावंडार देंवल्लो तेन्ना तकलेन कितें विचार आशिल्ले?
काय ना आमचे कॅप्टनान सांगलं विकेट टू विकेट घाल आनी प्लस निखिलानूय सांगलं विकेट टू विकेट घाल आनी पीच मातशी हें आहा बाउन्स जायना चड आनी म्हाका स्विंग मेळटालें तें हांवें घायलें विकेट टू विकेटान.
आयज एक बऱ्यांतलो बरो स्पेल जो आसा तुजे कडल्यान पळोवपाक मेळ्ळो आनी एक फुडले मॅचीक जे आसा तुजे कडल्यान अशीच बॉलिंग जी आसा ती पळोवपाक मेळ्ळी बऱ्यांतली बॉलिंग आनी तुमची टीम जी आसा ती फुडें पावो आनीक तुका देव बरें करूं अशीच तुजो परफॉर्मन्स फुडें जावचो.
थँक्यू.
तर आयज आमचे लागीं सदा बार अँड रेस्टॉरंट सांगे हेजे ओनर तशेंच नॅशनल व्हॉलीबॉल प्लेयर आमचे रोहन तारी आमचे मदीं हांगा आयचे मुखेल सोयरे म्हणून हांगा उपस्थित आसा. तर आतां टायम जावन आसा मेन ऑफ द मॅच दिवपाचो टायम जाल्लो आसा. हांव रोहनाक विनंती करता की तेणी मेन ऑफ द मॅच भेटोवपा खातीर हांगा येवचें आनी आयज एक बऱ्यांतली बरी इनिंग जेन्ना 5 विकेटी गेल्ल्यो त्या टायमार येवन एक बऱ्यांतली बरी 91 रनाची जी पारी आसा खेळोन आनी तेजे नंतर एक बऱ्यांतली बरी बॉलिंग करतना 2 विकेटी घेतल्यो सो ते खातीर आयज मेन ऑफ द मॅच जे आसा ते वयता निखील नायक. हांव रिक्वेस्ट करता निखिलाक की तेणी येवन आमचे प्रमुख पावण्या कडल्यान हे मेन ऑफ द मॅच जे आसा ते कलेक्ट करचे. मेन ऑफ द मॅच एक टोकन ऑफ लव आनी तशेंच 1000 रुपीज जे आसा ते कॅश मेन ऑफ द मॅच निखिल नायक हेका वता. बऱ्यांतलो बरो परफॉर्मन्स. निखिल जब आप उतरे थे बैटिंग के लिए तो 5 विकेट गिरे थे. प्रेशर था एक समय और उस समय आपने विकेट बचाने की कोशिश तो जरूर की लेकिन शॉट्स भी खेलते रहे आक्रामक रूप अपनाया. उस समय आपके दिमाग में क्या चल रहा था?
कुछ नहीं सिर्फ नॉर्मल क्रिकेट खेलना था क्योंकि विकेट बहुत जल्दी जा रहा था और थोड़ा स्लो डाउन में था. तो मेरे पार्टनर को मैंने वही बोला कि तू स्ट्राइक रोटेट करते रहे और लूज बॉल पे ऑब्वियस बाउंड्रीज या डबल्स हम ट्राई कर रहे थे.
उस समय अविन जो है तुम पार्टनर जो पार्टनरशिप लगभग 100 ओवर की पार्टनरशिप तुम दोनों के बीच हुई तो उस पार्टनरशिप के दौरान क्या चल रहा था क्योंकि कई सारे विकेट जो है गिरे थे प्रेशर में थी टीम लेकिन तुम्हारे बीच वहाँ बातचीत क्या चल रहे थे और क्या सोचा था तुमने कि किस तरह से खेल को आगे बढ़ाएंगे?
कुछ नहीं मैं सिर्फ उसको बोल रहा था कि लूज बॉल पे वेट कर और अच्छे बॉल पे सिंगल स्ट्राइक रोटेट कर क्योंकि स्ट्राइक रोटेट हुआ और बॉलर भी फील्डर भी एग्रेसिव नहीं हुए थे. तो मैं उसको वही बोल रहा था कि हम एक अच्छा पार्टनरशिप करेंगे और अच्छा स्कोर बोर्ड पे अच्छा ये रखेंगे.
आपने पारी तो बहुत ही बढ़िया खेली 91 रन के और जब किसी बैट्समैन का किसी प्लेयर का दिन होता है तो उसके लिए सभी सही हो जाता है. जब बॉलिंग के लिए आए हालांकि एक ही ओवर की लेकिन इस एक ओवर में 2 विकेट वहां पर लिए तो जब क्या चल रहा था या तब तुम्हारे दिमाग में क्या विचार थे?
कुछ नहीं, सिर्फ थोड़ा स्लो डाउन करना था गेम, क्योंकि हमारे जो मेन बॉलर थे उनका स्विंग कंट्रोल नहीं हो रहा था। पर मैंने कैप्टन को वही बोला कि मैं ओवर पे आता हूँ, क्योंकि थोड़ा विकेट ट्राई करता हूँ, क्योंकि स्लो डाउन किया, क्योंकि मेन गाड़ी भी उनके मेन बैट्समैन थे, तो वही मैंने ट्राई किया, बस नथिंग।
थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड ऑल द बेस्ट। जो आने वाली टीम मैचेस है सेमीज के, उसमें आपका प्रदर्शन जो है बहुत ही बढ़िया रहे और आपकी टीम को सक्सेस मिले। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू।
धन्यवाद। दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम प्रेजेंटेशन। थैंक यू वेरी मच।